Welcome to the Treasure Trove with the skipper and my buddy Coin World UK, Dale. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing okay. You know, still the same, but I'm okay. Drugged up, but never mind. Won't go there.
Hope everybody had a really nice weekend at least.
Yeah, it was good. Went out the weekend for the first time. Yesterday, actually, in fact, for the first time. For a long time, but couldn't do much because obviously couldn't get around as far as he wanted. Well, far as so he wanted anyway. Isn't that right? Because I couldn't obviously carry on going. Other than that, it was nice to get out, and we went to the market, which is we parked the car, which is no more than like 100 yards away, and finally gets there, and Zoe's looking around for obviously certain types of fruits and stuff that she likes, and there was this foreign guy next to me, and he had all these bunches of, to me it looks like grass. I don't know what it is. Coriander. Oh, was it coriander? I don't know what it is. Anyway, right. This stuff anyway, and it was £1 a bunch. It's a big bunch, right? So it's worth the money, right? And I bought some nuts and stuff because I had no nuts, and I bought some walnuts, but Zoe bought some melons and other like strawberries and whatever. And this chap tried getting away with it, and the guy can see there was elastic bands around the bunches. And he had about 4 bunches there. Of course, Lauren was stood next to me, and it's £1 a bunch, which is not very much of what you get. And he starts putting down about 4 of these bunches. And it went at one, and he goes 65 pence like that. And the guy went, "All right, okay, whatever." Almost finishing. And anyway, so he comes around with a you load up the buckets and you pay per bucket. So if you've got like a small bucket, doesn't matter if it's full up, you pay whatever the price is per bucket. Larger ones. Anyway, just out of humour, this guy was looked a bit, well, peeved off basically, and Zoe, she was like to pay this, so he's like carrying it all up, and I went, "Nothing." And he just put a smile on his face, and he goes, but it was like four or five quid went all together, all this stuff what we bought anyway, but it certainly like put a smile on his face. And then some lad was going down the road going, Man United. And I turned around and went, "Liverpool." "Come on, you Reds." He was going, "Oh, Liverpool's red anyway." So there we go. It was a bit of fun anyway.
Whenever I get people in front of me, especially in a lineup in a grocery store or whatever, and whether they're pulling out coupons or something, or trying to get away, doing something a bit dodgy, I feel like being like John Panette. Do you know who John Panette is? No. He was tremendous. He passed away in 2014, but he's a tremendous comedian. And he had no patience for people who did things in front of him when he was in a line. And he always like, "Get out of the line! Get out of the line!" You know, like, "We're in McDonald's. It's a picture."
Oh man. Yeah, we get people like that. If it's a big line, we sort of like try and get people involved with like I Spy and stuff like that, which is quite fun. Just to, because people, they try and squidge around the line, you know, and it's not very nice, especially when you've been
not at all. My goodness, look at all these people in chat, my friend. Patriot Prospecting, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, Tabs 1. My
Tabs.
Goodness. Yeah, Christopher Ty. Of course, Rebecca Touched by Yarns in the house. That's always lovely to see.
Now.
And Evil Arch Conservative is buying candy for Polar Bear, which is
that's cool. And for me. And for you.
And Richard Metcalf took a quick look in.
Richard, Tabs, and Christopher, and Coin Club Cobalt, and PA Patriot Prospecting. It's good to see everybody. Rebecca and EAC, and who else is here? Me and you, and Richard. It's nice to see everybody. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the calm before the storm over here. All the good stuff is happening this next weekend with the Royal Canadian Mint doing their thing at the mall. I'll be handing out the new toonies.
Yep.
And keep crowd control. Get out of the line.
Beat with my stick.
I'll bring my big stick.
Get him in. Doing good, Tabs. How are you? Doing good.
And look at PA Patriot. He had to come up
here
and see us.
What's up, guys?
He was showing off his sticker wall the other day.
Got my flyers on. What's going on, man?
It's quite chilly, yeah. Not much really.
Enjoying my cup of Joe.
Nice.
The moon in June is a big baboon. Makes me swoon, makes me croon. It's like in heaven being on La Lune.
My tablet is dead.
No!
You know what? I got a tablet too. One of those Huawei or whatever they're called, the Chinese ones.
Hello.
And I can't find the plug-in to turn it on.
Okay, I got 2 questions for everybody in chat. Has anybody heard of True Grade Services?
True Grade, as in coin grading?
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Okay.
They're definitely not an upper tier grading company.
Okay. International Numismatic Bureau.
I believe that one's in. Is that the one that's in Florida? It's not upper tier.
It's not an upper tier. In fact, let's see how many people say no. Just got here. Hi, Skipper. No. Okay. Now I bought these off Larry, and I don't know whether Larry knew this. I bought these for a reason, because I remember Coin for You doing videos on these a while ago, and I had to go back to his archives to search. Well, I got the True Grade service thing at what he put out on his website, which I know he did a long time ago, because there's so many. Well, True Grade is in Philadelphia, and they're renowned for overgrading their coins. They're an in-house coin grader. They do some nice grading, but they overgrade. This is MS 65, 65, 65, and 65. The coins looks like they've come out of a coin, a set, a coin set.
And they're in Philly?
Yeah, they're in Philadelphia. Well, what's the place called? Hang on, I can tell you. Let me just go to his thing there. Bangor.
Bangor's in Maine.
Bangor, Philadelphia.
Bangor, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Me neither.
Broadway, Bangor, PA.
Broad Street?
32 Broadway. Anyway, that's what's got on his thing. Okay. True Grade Service is registered in the state of Pennsylvania as a grading service back in 2002. This is Andrew Day Zoke, S-Z-O-K-E, and Chandarillo, I think is how you pronounce his name, as owners. The business located in 32 Broadway, Bangor, B-A-N-G-O-R, PA, early 2004. It's now changed as our New Grade LLC in Bushkill, PA.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right, Bushkill?
Bushkill sounds right.
Right. Because I know you're from Philadelphia. I can't see chat at the moment because
I never heard of no Bangor, Philadelphia. There's like Fishtown and stuff like that, but I never heard of Bangor.
Yeah, neither have I. The one thing that
I'm just going by what's on here anyway.
Yeah, Dale, the in North America, there's only 3 that I'd recommend, and one of them is even a little iffy. It's PCTS and NGC, but also in Canada we have ICCS, and ICCS does not slab their coins. They do a pretty good job of grading them, but they only put them in put the attribution in with a sealed envelope. And those are the only 3 that I'd recognize. The rest of them, if I get stuff from another grading company, I crack them open. I don't.
Well, I'm gonna. This is like a warning thing I'm trying to put out for people just in case. So I bought these purposely because I've seen them on Larry's table, and I was hoping to get them. I said, how much for the lot? And I don't know whether he knew about this because I didn't go into the full live stream. I just saw them on his table. So, and I said, whatever for the lot. Anyway, and he sent them. So anyway, it's now called New Grade. The stud funners have done New Grade. The problem is, the paper it's written on is not worth the paper it's written on. It's just printer paper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's no. Now, I got these really cheap, by the way. I didn't overpay for these at all. They're still good coin. The coins are fine. I looked at myself, the coins are fine. The next one, I can't find anything on these, okay, which is International Numismatics Bureau. And I think this is, now, if you see these on eBay, okay, because they're renowned for going on eBay and selling for a lot of money because they've got a nice barcode, and you've got this lovely little silver foil wrap at the back that says verified. Okay, you got the barcode, which doesn't work at all. I've seen these around, and I've never had any of these. And I, as you know, I do buy stuff that is not right, and so I buy it so that people don't have to waste their money.
Right.
And so, and these come off really, really easy. By the way, it's that easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the problem is, even though the trade grade service may actually stub their coins, it's actually pretty good. It's sealed. It's got a nice plastic sheath in there, surrounding there to keep it safe. Where this one uses foam. It's like a cut foam. They just got a massive gap there.
Mm-hmm.
Not very well even. And this one doesn't come with a foil. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to put out there is just be careful. So I'm going to do a video on these. Okay, nothing against Larry mobile coins, because what I actually wanted was this.
Mm-hmm.
It's the 1967 US landings first man on the moon coin set, and it's by the Morgan Mint. I don't know what that is, but I like the set anyway, so I bought it. So I thought it was pretty neat. I only found 2 others on the internet, and the price I paid for it was well worth it, to be honest, because he actually undersold it. So that was pretty cool. That's it for that public service announcement. So just go to who you choose. And I did get these coins here. I bought them because I saw them, and I remember Coin Help You put a page out a while ago, and I had to go through his archive to go and find it. So that's what I did today. And I just want to put that out there. Just be careful what you're buying, because something's in a slab doesn't mean it's worth more than what you're supposed to pay for it. Or in a coin flip and it's got a grade on it doesn't mean it's going to be that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's DC news over. So over to you, Skipper.
Well, actually, I'm going to pass it on to PA, who seems to be just chomping at the bit here. What do you got going on there, PA?
Not too much. I'm just reading chat. I was a little sick yesterday. I was supposed to run some pay there. I didn't get a chance to do it. And I'm going to do it Wednesday night. I do have some cons to go through from North Carolina. I'm going to be having some fun for the next couple of days. Get my new sluice tomorrow. I'm waiting for that so I can run the cons.
Oh, neato.
Yeah.
You've got a live stream Sunday, haven't you?
I didn't have it. I was sick. I could barely talk.
I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Skipper, just to let you know, I won't be here Wednesday, by the way. I'm going to.
Oh, thanks for dropping the bomb on me.
Yeah, sorry, but I didn't know this, and I just remembered that Steve had something for me going on Wednesday. So we're going out on Wednesday and going to sit in the theatre. So it's a bit of a surprise, really. Texas Joe, there's a guy we haven't seen for a while since last year. It's good to see
Asia is love too, and dropping all terrain coffee and camping coffee. Coffee.
Hey, Darren, what's up, brother?
Not too much, folks. Just tuning in, being a stream. I won't say the word because I don't know if we're family friendly, but it was time to turn on the equipment and say hi to people I love. So there they were, right there. So all I had to do was hit the button and join up and say hi.
Good stuff.
Skipper, Dale, and of course, I don't know you yet, so I don't know if I love you, but I probably like you quite a bit. you got a hockey emblem on your shirt. You can't be bad.
No, not at all.
Even though you're rooting for the wrong team, that's okay.
No,
someone has to lose.
It's the right team here.
Again, someone has to lose. It's cool.
Yeah, well, we won. We won the other night, 3-1.
Good for you.
Who's ready for the Super Bowl?
Did you use a lot of good Canadian kids to win? Bet you did.
Probably did.
If you look there, I'm behind over my shoulder. That's like a 57 calendar of the Maple Leafs.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really neat. I found it in some inherited things, and I thought, you know what? Just going to unroll that and put it on the wall. So.
It's the right team, Mr. Rock Butcher.
My goodness.
Reading chat too.
So how is everybody today?
I'm good, Darren. How are you?
All train coffee and camping.
Just gearing up for a crazy couple weeks. We've got Royal Canadian Mint rolling into town on the weekend. I got a friend of mine flying in from Seattle, Washington.
Could you do me a favor, and when you do speak to them, just find out when they're rolling into the Vancouver and let me know, because I don't know. I actually searched at one point and didn't find what I needed to find that day.
Really? Typically, they link in with any of their authorized distributors. So if you have a local coin shop in the Vancouver area,
in Vancouver proper, there's going to be one. But out here in Abbotsford, the only coin shop is a rinky-dink one that's not going to be involved. I mean, when you get mint stuff, you get it at the post office kind of thing quite often.
Yeah, they offer some there, but it's definitely best if you have a coin shop that's an authorized dealer. They have quite a nice selection.
Yeah, other than downtown Vancouver, I'm not sure how far I'd have to go to make that happen.
Yeah. And I got a friend coming in, a fellow coin collector. He's originally from Midwest. Like, where the heck does he come from? He was down in Oklahoma. He was in Oklahoma, and then he ended up in Florida, and now he's an air traffic controller in Seattle, Washington. He's flying in here and spending 6 days hanging out with the old skipper. So
that's fantastic.
Going to try to keep him entertained here.
Oh, you will. You got a museum.
Well, yeah. I mean, I do have my own little coin room, but he's going to end up going to all the various antique shops and coin shows, and oh my goodness, we got a lot of stuff going on.
Tell you one thing I'm finding interesting now that I'm looking at different properties that we might we're going to move. We're definitely going to move out of British Columbia, and we're definitely going to move to Alberta. And now this is how we narrow down the rest of it. Has to be a town with a Walmart or reasonably close to. And I really do like, now I've lived in Calgary and I have lived in Edmonton, and I know all about the cold. I don't need any lectures, but I'm still thinking to myself, the further south, the better. So I'm really starting to search in the Lethbridge kind of more southern Alberta area. And we're finding some good things. But now what's cool is I look at a layout of a house and I start to think of, well, there's a bedroom and there's a bedroom and there's my studio right there. That's going to be it. If it's in this layout, then I want that room right there's mine, you know? So it's kind of interesting I've never looked at a house from the point of view of needing a YouTube studio or, you know, not that I haven't ever wanted my little own personal room, because I have had that, but only really never, well, this would be my own house. So it's pretty exciting in a way to look around and see what's out there. And I mean, even right now, I can't buy this moment. So whatever's out there right now is not going to help. Yeah. But just the idea.
You know, moving to Alberta is depending on where you're going, has pros and cons. And I mean, Lethbridge is a great little city. It's kind of windy.
Yeah.
But it's definitely growing, and it's not too far from the U.S. border. So if you want to slip down to, say, Helena, Montana, or whatever, it's kind of neat to be able to do that.
But you also know that wind brings a certain particular wind that you don't experience, and if you've never experienced, you'll never be able to explain it. Chinook.
You talk about a Chinook?
When that comes, it makes the difference between -10 that day to +10 that day.
I was driving down Sarcee Trail in Calgary, and it had just hit a warm spot, and the roads were all water.
Bam.
And then, of course, the Chinook, as you know, reverses itself, so it can go one way or the other. And suddenly the temperature dropped, and that entire road turned to pure ice. And I was doing donuts all the way around the road and ended up going off the road backwards.
I spun on the white mud, never mind.
Oh, that takes talent.
Oh, I know. I was going underneath one of those unders, and everybody else did, and just splashed through the puddle. When I hit the puddle on the under, that was it. I was sideways, upside down. I ended up way off to the right. But
we've improved things significantly since then.
Put in drains?
Occasionally we do.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I got a plug away.
Excuse me, guys.
Edmonton's the place to live.
You can go in IPA.
Still be quite a few hours away, but at least it'd be a
straight
drive,
back, guys.
Straight up the highway.
Okay.
True. Or if you could move to Airdrie, you still get the Chinooks. You're closer to Calgary, but not right in the heart of it. And you got Walmart, you got Cross Iron Mills right there. You got everything.
Well, it's true, but you know what I do is I start here are my criteria, and this is what makes it a little hard, right? You start to go into the realty software website there, and you dial in your details. So I'm saying 400 grand as a top price for the place. I want 4+ bedrooms. I want 3+ bathrooms. Okay. I want air conditioning, not even an option, has to have it. And what else? A bungalow, because we have disabled people, so we can't have a pile of stairs. That's kind of it. Like that criteria and a Walmart. So those criteria, they narrow things down pretty good, I'll tell you.
Yeah, they do. They do. And a bungalow's going to cost you a little bit more. They always do.
Well,
they're the big city. The big cities tend to overprice the especially bungalows. But you got going to a smaller city is just common sense.
No, I just heard the other day, and I hope like heck in a way it's true, but I think it is. But I'm wondering if you had heard it too. Something about a 2-year ban on foreign purchase of Canadian property. Yeah. See, it's not new.
I actually kind of remember something like that popping up in the news.
If that was to go through, at least in British Columbia, that would change the price of housing big time, because it's a lot of foreign purchase, tons. I don't know if Alberta would be as affected, but it wouldn't cause prices to go up. It would, if anything, have a negative effect on prices in general. Again, I've lived in Calgary and Edmonton, super familiar, don't really want to live there. I want to live where it's cheaper, honestly. I've already owned a house in Edmonton once in my life. It didn't go well.
There's always Quebec.
No, there's
Where?
not.
Quebec.
There's not.
Quebec. Yeah, you can probably get a place, but you know what? I hate the whole language issue with Quebec. Yeah, it's just I do speak a little French, but I don't feel like having to go full Quebecois.
Yeah.
I don't say that there's no Quebec because of the French language issue. I don't need to make things complicated, so there is that for that reason. But it's just, it's the best climate in all of Canada that can't be beat, that no other place in Canada touches, is Vancouver. So when you are living in Vancouver, anywhere else in Canada is a downgrade. There's nothing as good as Vancouver on this planet of Earth almost, period. And so when you live in God's country, and everybody calls where they live God's country, you're not even close. British Columbia is God's country. It's hard. But when people are willing to drop $750,000, $1 million, $1.5 million on the shittiest shack in the world just to be there, and when that money is foreign, you're screwed.
Yeah, no, there's no way I could even think of moving to BC.
My childhood home's $1.5 million.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, I think back when I bought that house for $200 down and $18,000 was the total price in Ontario. And I look at similar houses today that are costing $1.5 million in the Greater Toronto area, and they're 70-year-old homes.
Housing prices versus what you make have changed a lot. And of course, prices themselves have gone way out of whack. But I always go back to what happened for my mom and dad. And that is that the first house they bought cost 2 years of my mother's annual salary. Okay? That's a perspective thing. It doesn't even matter what the numbers are. 2 years of the wife's salary in a husband and wife situation where the husband typically makes more. 2 years, and the house is paid for. That's where our parents got to start. You know, if you ask me if it's harder now, what do you think? Just unbelievable.
That's why you're seeing so many adult kids still living with their parents.
Yeah, as if they wouldn't want to move away. And your parents, I'm those parents. I have two 20-year-old boys. I don't want to inflict the world on them. The world sucks. What, so that they can go struggle and barely put hand to mouth? Screw that. We'll have to stick together. It's a different world now. I mean, the house I'm looking at is not a 2-bedroom house for my wife and me and her disabled brother who lives with us. It's for every single person in this whole thing. Every house I look at's got to have bedrooms for everyone in my clan. Just like that. You know?
Wow.
I have to keep all my people.
Okay, Darren, just for a bit of fun, 400,000 you said, yeah? 400,000 Canadian.
400,000 Canadian.
Right, say £250,000 here, yeah?
Okay.
I'm going to try and find something that is here with you, okay? Because they ain't got to worry about Walmart. There's Walmart on every corner around here anyway. So
Nice.
that is Asda Walmart. They're massive, okay?
Asda, yeah.
So-
Asda. Sure.
Right. So we got one every corner, so that's not a problem. If not, it's going to be either a 5-minute walk, either a 10-minute bus ride, or no more half an hour away at least. Okay, so I'm going to try and find you a property over here, okay, for £250,000, give or take, okay?
All right. Now, here's the thing with Canada, right? We're so spread out. So, like, when I see the UK, I look at a map that's dotted with little towns. Like, everywhere, there's a damn little town. Another one, another one, another one. Canada isn't like that. We're way more spread out. And when you go north, it's less and less, right? We're spread out badly, and the only time we're even tight is within the first 50 miles of the 49th parallel, for the most part.
Yeah.
Except for where it goes like this.
My
Riding
little
legs.
sister lives an hour and 15 minutes away from me, and driving to her place, there's nothing. It's like open space.
I have relations in Scotland.
How many bedrooms do you want?
Sorry, guys, got to
Five.
take off, man. Thanks for having me up. I appreciate it.
Oh, no
Okay,
problem,
okay.
Jay. Thank you for
Well,
stopping
take care,
by.
Jay, but look after yourself.
Bye,
Need
guys.
Five bedrooms.
How many bedrooms?
5.
Ideally. 5. Okay.
And 2.5 bathrooms is a minimum, because it's a bathroom with 5 bedrooms. You've got an upstairs and a downstairs typically, and 2.5 bathrooms is an upstairs bathroom, a downstairs bathroom, and an ensuite. Without the ensuite, we are out because my wife gets the ensuite to herself, and she needs her own bathroom because everybody else is a dirty, stinking, rotten boy, and we make messes.
Right.
So I try
so
to give her her.
£2,000, you can have one of these.
Wow, is that blurry? What is it?
What is that? Hold on, let me make it big so we can see what it is.
Okay.
Is this a row house or something? Oh, I don't even have a roof.
That's
I need a
happening.
roof. That's important.
That's going for 200.
Can I get one with a roof?
What is that supposed to be?
It
A
used to be
mobile home?
used to be a barn.
No, it's something from World War II.
But don't you realize everything's in perspective, though? I would have to be paid twice as much at the same time.
You're telling me that empty shell with nothing in it,
Yeah,
it's $200,000.
£200,000.
Pounds.
Oh my lord!
So the
And that
question is, why are you still there? I'm smart enough to move. What's your problem?
But I mean, you got that as well. You can have all.
It's the whole
See,
property.
it looks like a
Yeah,
farm. You see, now, when you talk about the money I'm spending here, we're talking about like reasonably modern building.
No, it's just a shower, really. The whole thing's a shower. The whole thing's a mess. But that's, yeah.
Well,
how many acres?
Do the very same. Hang on a second here. Now you got me going. Now you got me, because I've got particular places in mind already. Now, again, like I said, I know they're not going to be there when I need them.
What if you've got no stairs? So that's a good thing.
No stairs. No
you have no
floor,
roof, but you have
windows,
no stairs.
no
Look on the
roof.
bright side. What's wrong with you? Residential. And we're going to go to...
And History Man's looking to move out of state. I'm sure there's other places.
Wow. Who would ever leave the United States? Best place in the world. Ask anybody who lives there. They'll tell you.
Or you can have that one for the grand total of 179,000. But the problem is the neighbours a bit deadbeat, really.
Deadbeat.
Yeah.
His name is Count Dracula. It's a bit of a problem.
You can have all that with the in-laws.
Boy, oh boy, imagine opening up your curtains and having your own graveyard.
I mean, cutting the grass is going to be a bit of a pain.
You can do it with a drone.
That's the inside.
Residential. Building type house. Bungalow. We have a great MLS tool, I'll tell you. You just start dialing in things that you want about the place you're looking for, and it helps you sort it out in no time. Laval.
Coin junkie. Right.
Okay. Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, let's try my area.
Screen share. No, that's share screen guide. Dang
No,
it, how
you
can
won't
that
find
be?
anything.
Oh, okay, that's not right. Game capture. No, I want to share screen.
Okay, this one's got 5 bedrooms. Okay, it's 250,000 right in the middle. This is in my
I'm
area.
confused.
But it's only got 1 bathroom. And that's it there.
I understand.
It's probably got one main bathroom, but it's probably got ensuite and all that. So that's the inside.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's 1 bedroom. So that's 1 bedroom. Ain't got to cut the grass. That's a good thing. Ain't got to worry about maintenance of the grass. It's all concrete. That's County Road. I know exactly what that is. That's where the football ground is. So if you want like a load of people outside on County Road, so that's the football ground. It's just there.
I just found a bungalow for Darren right here in Edmonton. 4 bedrooms.
Okay, let me show you this one.
Hold on, check. Here's the one I found for you.
375,000 looks good. I like it.
No, that's 3 million.
Oh, we got a wrong zero in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's 4 bedrooms too.
If it okay, so put me up and we'll get realistic for a moment. Here is $350,000, 8 Laval Boulevard in Lethbridge. So this is a realistic one. It's got 3 bedrooms in the upstairs and 1 bedroom in the downstairs and 3 bathrooms total. So this is a realistic home. So this is what a guy's looking at when it comes to here. Let me get that bigot.
Holy crap! I think I'll move there myself.
So here's the we figured that flag is covering maybe where a fixture could be, a fan that's not there. But
Or a skylight.
well, no, they wouldn't cover a skylight, and then they would have to tell you there's a skylight because they notoriously leak.
Yeah, that's
So
weird.
But a big vaulted ceiling like this, and obviously room for a huge couch because that thing's a massive sectional,
Right.
So let's get out of the living room now. We're looking into the kitchen. It's all very open concept. It's got the big double door fridge and a bit of a galley of a kitchen, as you can see. 1 row, basically, not as tight of a row as it could be in a galley, a true galley, but still. And now we got some nice windows into the dining area.
Oh, lots of light.
And start to give you lots of light.
What year is that house?
I don't know. I have to get rid of the pictures to look at the stats to know, but we'll know in a moment. So bedrooms, I look at these things, they're all similar sized, right? A master bedroom tends to be 12 by 12 or something like it. And then other bedrooms tend to, get smaller from there. And here's the basement. Now, this is the rec room. Many houses have this great big open stupid room for families that need to, have a spot other than their living room. So whenever you look at the number of bedrooms in a place, there's always this huge open nothing. And here's a room that they call the den. It's got this little funny alcove storage in the corner that's got this little L shape, which I would fix right away. And the downstairs bathroom. Here's a downstairs bedroom that has a room attached to it. You can see at the very far end of this picture with the more brightly little room there. That's this. And this is its own walk-in closet room. So that could be a studio. That could be an office. Look at the thing. It's huge. It could be a person's bedroom. So here's the utility area with some storage. Got a washer and a dryer that stay. A nice outbuilding for God knows what, your tractors and your mowers and whatnot. That's the side of the garage of the house there you're looking at with the side entrance. There's another side entrance, beautiful double doors. And that's it. That's the whole walkthrough. That for 350 grand.
That's actually really good.
It's good to see you, Tabs. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for watching my videos. Tabs says, catch everyone next time. Stay safe. You too, Tabs. I got one here for you.
Like you look at this downstairs. You see the den is on this bottom left, and that other bedroom on the bottom right, and that whole rec room there. And I was saying to the wife, we would just expand the two rooms, the one called the den and the one called the bedroom. And now we've got two nice big bedrooms, and we don't need a rec room necessarily.
Yeah. Sounds very much like you're sold on it.
Yeah, aside from the fact that this one won't be there when it's time for us to buy. But what I'm doing today is in anticipation of the possibility that what I talked about earlier could change pricing. I want to get a feel for what pricing is now. So right now, 350 grand buys me what I kind of would be happy to have. So that's, you know, kind of what I'm learning.
Okay, what do you got there, Dale?
Hang on a second.
That's huge compared to my place. Holy crap.
Come on down, move in. I'll get you another bedroom. We'll just build on. You kidding? That's the way you get by these days. You pool your resources so the bastards can't beat you.
Right, let's do that again. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay, this one here has, let me just get the things up. It's 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. Okay, it's an apartment. And
an apartment with 5 bathrooms.
5 bathrooms.
How many staircases?
It's got lifts.
It's got lifts.
Okay, lifts, elevator, you can jump out, whatever. So it's got one big step. So there's the apartments there. It's in Knightsbridge, London. Okay.
That's a good rhythm. I like that.
It's got his own swimming pool.
Oh, I love a swimming pool. I've found that on the odd place.
That looks like the entertainment area. Got your own golf course?
Well, now I hate golf. No, you just blew it. I hate golf.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'd have to light the place on fire. Would it burn well?
It's got its own gym.
Again, a gym. Once again, would it burn well?
Swimming pool, not the swimming pool, I don't think.
It looks like it's made of brick. It would have a hard time burning. I'm not sure I'd get any enjoyment out of it at all.
And this is your grand price of 60 million.
Again, zeros mean nothing. Zeros mean nothing. Just cut a couple of those off at the very end there. Maybe take it down to about $600, and we got it. Because because it's a budget thing.
I'm trying to find one in London, which is like.
Actually, honestly, Dale, I would be very interested to know what could be bought where you live with the actual kind of money I've got. Like realistically, is that like honestly nothing? Is that what we're talking about? Like, well, 400 grand Canadian would buy nothing where you're at. Because it buys nothing in Vancouver. Nothing.
Not with 5 bedrooms. No, not with 5 bedrooms.
Yeah, you can get a 1-bedroom studio apartment for $500,000 in Vancouver, maybe.
Let me just go to the search again. Minimum beds. What's 250,000 again? Yeah. This is just one website I'm using, so. Yeah.
Fortunately, all the realtors in Canada basically subscribe to the one real estate website
where they all put in their listings and whatnot, which is real handy because then you basically got them all in one spot.
So Darren's looking at 244,400 British pounds.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They say 250.
Limit.
Yeah, I said 250.
That's fine. Well, not that it's fine, but
so for 170, okay, you can get 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. You can get this Clifton Street, Old Town. Now, Clifton Street is on a hill like that. Okay, it is literally steep. So when they took this photo, they obviously you get that little grey thing there. For for 250,000. 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom. What else can you get? I can go to this place called Clarence Street, which is right on the top of town, so it's really convenient for you. You know, if you really want to go in town, it's literally no more than 50 yards from the main town, and that's got 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
See, at a minimum, I need 4 bedrooms. Even if I had 2 bathrooms, I need 4 bedrooms.
There's a bungalow in Haydenview, which is a really nice area, actually. It's literally it's about 200 yards from Asda and literally 100 yards the other way to a Morrison's. There's another big supermarket. So this is a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom bungalow, or what you would call, you know, a thing like that.
I like that.
That'd be the kitchen. You can do whatever you want with the property. That's the garden. The garden's massive.
See, we're getting close to what we get over here when we buy places. Okay.
There's that Four Homes. That's a brand new site. That's not. I don't know what.
See, I started out and just started moving away from the city centers and still until the prices came down far enough to be doable.
This is over at the Lawns. Now, the Lawns is a beautiful place. It's you got you're basically not on the main road, but it's like 2 roads. Okay, you got your own road, then it goes off onto the main road. So it's quite quiet, so to speak. It's off road, so don't let looks fool you, because behind there is a massive. Huge,
no offense, the damn pictures are so blurry. Don't let looks fool you.
I know the area, so to get a better picture of it, actually.
This is one I really like. I'll show you a different one after.
As I said, don't let the pictures fool you, sort of thing.
Well, don't worry. Again, they're not showing it in the best light.
No, they're not. But that'll be the inside. This is that. These bungalows are huge.
Yeah, they look. That looks nice. Here, let me show you something different. This is something. There's a town called Coaldale. Now, this is just outside one of the major areas, and about 30 minutes for me to drive to a Walmart. So this is now again everything that you were showing. You said, you know, there's one place 100 feet to the left and one place 100 feet to the right. These little towns I'm talking about are quite a bit more further away from, you know, there'll be other stores, but my wife wants to know where there's a Walmart. So anyways, here we go in Coaldale. Now, double garage, one a little extra wide for something that might be a little bit bigger. Nice deck out front, nice flat front yard, nice paving, not too much mowing. We get in the front door. We look at the living room to the left and the kitchen to the right. Looking at the living room, looking pretty good. Nice view. Another view of the living room. Back from the living room, looking towards the kitchen now. Big pass through. And in the kitchen, a dining area as well. So this is looking from the dining area back into the kitchen. Very woody, very piney, you know, that kind of thing. Looks like the tile floors look like they'd be animal friendly pretty much. In the master bedroom, little bathroom, that'd be the one off the master, I would think. There's a main bathroom. These guys are really into their wood, clearly. Although it's a nice, fresh, open, when you're walking in the door here, that's a side door. Now you're down into the basement. There's a wet bar on the right. But Canadians were big into their wet bars, man. If it was built in the 70s, somebody put a bar in it. So there's your wet bar, which is great. At least you got plumbing and a drain to there for something else that you might want to put in. Anything else? And now we're looking at that big, dumb, open area that Canadian houses have in the basement for no good reason. There it is. Nothing good going on there. Little home. So we got a storage. Showing off a different room. Bathroom, of course. Now this is the utility room with washer, dryer, 2 freezers. They're all staying. Oh, here comes the evil. They're coming to get me. Shit, man. This is going to get loud.
You're going to go into a one-room apartment with your own plumbing.
They just drove within 100 feet of me. All right. So they're gone now. Here's this is a heating, cooling. It's a built-in air conditioning central, so we don't even mess around. Got to have central air. There's a hot water tank. There's your back deck with you know, beautiful landscaping, whatnot. There's the back of the garage you're looking at there with the trellises, and then the house. Now, like I said to Lynette, the garage, it's like beautifully heated and closed in. It could be house anytime you wanted it to be. So there's some backyard work. Nice backyard. Back to the front. As you can see, it is right on the house, but there is still a house wall between the, you know, the garage and whatnot. So there's a place, and that's a doable place. Coaldale is not too far away, too terribly far. Let me just show you the garage quick.
It's only just a little over 5 hours drive from Edmonton.
So there's the wall between the home and the garage. The two doors that go into the garage are a back door to the outside in the back and a front door to inside from the front, but none of these doors go to the inside of the house. So, and right there obviously is the fireplace. So that's the living room, the other side of the wall there.
So where would you put your studio/coin area?
You make one up.
This is a heated garage and fully insulated, so there's a tons of possibilities in here. But even if we weren't going to look at that for any kind of a possibility, I think, let me just grab it'll be the basement. Well, okay, so there you go. With this layout, it's got this bedroom at the top left, closet, and then storage, and then hallway. So right away, we would encapsulate the bedroom, the closet, the storage, and the hallway, and make that all into one big area for somebody, right? Then the bedroom down at the bottom left part of the house there shown, that would expand as well into that area called living. And then a third room would go in there. So there'd be 3 bedrooms along that bottom side. One is my studio. The other 2 are my 2 sons' bedrooms, as well as there's that whole darn quote unquote living area. This whole area is still here. Houses are huge. Come on, man. Anyway, yeah, this Coaldale house is a really good example of something I could totally make use of. $339,850, you know.
Well, the price is right. What's the things you got to look at? I guess is the insulation, the water. How much is the utilities?
Well, no, honestly, I don't, and I'll tell you why. I pay the utilities in a huge house right now with air conditioning, like a gargantua house. I know that no matter where I move, it's going to be the same or less, and I'm prepared for that. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Property taxes of $3,000, understood. I'm ready for that.
3,000 in a small town never happened.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's $3,076.
Get out! That's
I pay
ridiculous.
$2,400 a month in rent right now. Who the crap cares about 3,000 once?
Wow.
Yeah. So, wow. Answer the phone. Well, that's me. Holy shit. That's not my normal phone ringing. Hang on a second.
Nice to see Field Guy in the house.
It's always good to see Field Guy.
Yeah. Should get Field Guy to come visit us.
That's true. You should come up. Come on, Field Guy.
Silence is golden. Yeah, you know, the thought of moving just I mean, I'm in a 4-level split. It's brutal as you get older trying to get up and down the stairs. But boy, the cost of housing now is just frightening. I was looking at a senior's residence for Tracy and I, and for the bare bones 1 bedroom, which we wouldn't survive being that close, it was $2,500 a month. And that is like a 1 bedroom. That's it. And no animals.
It's not your home when it's like that.
No. So, the way we've got it set up now, like I say, I've got my space. My wife's got her space. That way we're still together, and we get together for things we want to do jointly. And then the rest of the time, she's got her stuff she's doing. I'm doing my stuff, and I keep out of her hair.
Well, it's just, I mean, we haven't got that type of facility here, but Zoe does her thing. I do my thing. And as you say, when we want to do things together, we do it. And you know, you're not in each other's pockets or under each other's feet. It's, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's when you grow and compromise. And if she needs me, she knows where I am. If I need her, then she better come crawling. So
come crawling. She's not around, is she?
She's right there. She's just not taking a blind notice of me. No, I'm only joking. Do you know what I said to her the other day? Right, we went down the shop, and I go, we sat there, and I looked at you. I looked at her like this in the car because we were stuck in the traffic jam. I goes, I own you. And she went, what?
Wow, do I feel stupid, boys? That ringing that was going on in my head, I was thinking to myself, who is that? It was me. There was some kind of update on the phone, changed my ringer completely. I didn't know I was even making that noise. So again, apologize.
You're forgiven.
Wow. Thanks. Phone people.
So you were saying, Dale?
Oh, it's all right.
It would be fun to live in the UK, actually.
All right. Our treasured home. I was just bored. That's all. And then,
I'll visit the UK, but I'll never want to live there. Are you kidding? It's that they're driving alone scares the heck out of me.
I'd be scaring them. He won't even get on the right side of the road.
Well, that happened to a diplomat's wife. And she said she got immunity. That didn't work out well for her.
Not so much.
She's got a suspended sentence, and if she ever steps in the UK, she will serve time.
It depends on how many people you hurt. Wow. You should see, I just dialed this in around Edmonton, and a bunch of little dots came up. If I could convince the wife to live outside of Edmonton, it probably wouldn't be that bad either. But I don't know if I could. I mean, we've lived there. We spent 3 years there.
Check out Thorhild.
Okay, well, let me just be a little more...
Thorhild, Gibbons, Redwater.
Okay, no, let's just... Okay, I'm going to reduce the price to $325.
Didn't know house hunting was a hobby.
Well, it sort of turns into it, actually. Really, it's similar. Funnily enough, when you have to educate yourself on the market in general, I think a person should really start, 6 months before kind of thing, because what happened before that doesn't really matter, and otherwise you're just trying to figure out trends. Now, Westlock, Whitecourt, Drayton Valley, Vegreville, St. Paul Town, Vermilion. Okay, so there are 3 possibilities in Edmonton proper. Where are they? 8703 152B Northwest, 13631 27th Street Northwest, 12129 38th Street Northwest. And I don't remember my old address, that of the house that I owned, but it was Edmonton Northwest as well. So,
yeah, up towards the base.
This is not ugly.
That's true, Kiddo. There's no place like home.
No, there's no other place like the Vancouver and general British Columbia, Fraser Valley area, that's for sure.
Well, have you ever visited Scotland?
No.
It would be a hoot, man.
Scotland is an absolutely wonderful place to visit.
We have family with land there. I've been to Scotland, and that would be my
second home if I could afford it. If I can go there, that's where I would go. Abroad, not really too sure. Wales is nice. Isle of Man, that's just too expensive.
If I was Jewish, I would move to Israel and I would live in a little town called Rosh Pina, which is absolutely one of the most picturesque, beautiful sights I've ever seen in my entire life. But unfortunately, I'm the wrong religion.
I thought you were going to live with the kibbutz.
No, they have a kibbutz down the road. I could use that for part-time work.
My teacher went. That's how I heard about the kibbutz. Is that my teacher went there from years ago. He'd done a huge study on them for about 4 years, and it's amazing how they do things.
Yeah, it is. It is. I used to buy a lot of the foodstuffs for the United Nations contingent off the kibbutz. The one in Kiryat Shimona and one down towards Rosh Pina. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Ooh.
They have their own laws, their own way of living. Everybody does the farm work. It's amazing.
And they're so friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a brilliant experience. Yes, I'm packing up Christmas decorations.
Where's my world coins?
What's that?
Everywhere. They're everywhere.
Where's your world's coin, huh? World coins?
So how is Alex doing? Oh, look, he's got a big egg box.
My world coins are right here. This big bloody book. This is my world coins.
What do you think of Beacon Heights? You know an area that's specific?
That's actually a nice area.
Okay.
Our treasure home says we still have our Christmas tree up. Don't worry about taking it down.
5-bedroom, 3-bathroom.
Very early.
Okay, there's one more down.
There you go, there's a coin. There's another coin. There's a coin.
Ooh.
That's a challenge coin. That's a beautiful one.
Oh, that's why.
When you sending that one to me?
You know how it works. That's not a duplicate.
I know how it works. That's a no-no.
Yeah, I've got my little pile of ones I've got to identify, and a few of them I got to mail out yet. And I'm holding off until the 21st before I start sending out all my black toonies. I may use this as a door prize. Yeah.
Oh, it's an icy.
Yeah, I've got a fair amount of. Been picking up more and more the Canadian unique ones.
I had Marty send me a 2004 that's never seen the light of day for my book. Gosh, it is beautiful.
Oh, that's always nice. Every time I find an unusual one, I don't spend it. I just slap it into a flip.
He made a mistake though the other day. He said out loud that the 2017 one that has the duck and the turtle and the dove or whatever it is, the three animals. I don't know what they call that darn one with the hands that is splayed out the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a painted and unpainted.
Yeah.
Well, those are the ones that I have a number of. So I sent him
6 sets. So he's got they're packaged up as painted and unpainted. And I sent 6 sets, so a total of 12 over to the other side of Canada there. He said he was having a hard time finding them, so I thought, you know what, I might be able to help.
Not in Canada yet, Field Guy, but I believe in Great Britain they've got the King Charles already out on something.
Actually, Field Guy, I just put them away, to be honest. So you can check out my channel. They're right there. Just look for King Charles III £5 coin. It should be there.
It's been a while since I've shown any of my challenge coins.
There's actually a house at 3099 in Edmonton with air conditioning, but it looks a little shab.
309.
The one I showed you first time.
Yeah, 13631 27th Street Northwest at 3099.
Oh,
5 bedrooms.
you're in the Roslyn area.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Roslyn, they call it?
Yeah, it's right next to where the Greasebah base used to be. It's actually the community of Greasebah now. The base is gone. And those houses in Greasebah are really expensive.
Let's see where it seems to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my challenge. I've done that a long time. Challenge coins. Exonumia.
Off of Victoria Trail Northwest in
that's
nearly
worse.
Hermitage Park.
That's even worse. That's one of the lousiest places in the city to live.
For what reason?
Rough area, drugs, gangs.
So it's Surrey.
High crime.
Huh? I'm from Surrey, brother. That's like, no problem.
No problem. Piece of cake. Piece of crumb cake.
So you need to die. Got it. Understood. No, don't sweat it. It's no problem. It's not a big deal. We just need to know ahead of time that y'all have a death wish. Cool. Come around here and find out.
North Carolina
Yes.
metal detecting. Sent me a really nice challenge coin. I love it when they send stuff out. Look, they even got the YouTube on there. That is very cool.
That's pretty neat, actually. Yeah, I'm okay, Alex. I'm still under the influence of painkillers.
This is one I picked up from the Mob Museum in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Ooh.
This is one that I picked up because I needed something to do with the 10 Commandments. Oh, that's a nice one.
What's up about Bassman? What's up with Bassman then?
I haven't heard anything. I'm not even familiar with Bassman, so I don't know him.
Oh, I know him.
Oh. Some very nice person sent me Operation Enduring Freedom, which is a kind of a cool looking lunch coin.
Yeah.
They sort things out. That's a nice one, actually. I do like that one.
This one, of course, you're familiar with. It's not the fanciest one, but it's...
No, that's... Do you know what? That's actually quite a pretty coin.
Yeah, that's one from the Royal Canadian Regiment. And being an ex-infanteer, always nice to have an infantry coin. And that's I like the other side on that one. That's the Infantry Corps cap badge. It's kind of cool. And since I belong to the Special Service Force Association, I got myself basically a Devil's Brigade coin.
That's cool. Yeah.
They're really nice coins.
My son Christopher is a firefighter up in Woodlands County, and he sent me this one here for his fire station.
Actually, pretty. They're really pretty the way the colours are and all that. So
yeah,
I think they're amazing.
I think, yeah, that's right. That's my buddy Keith and I went down to Vegas. When we drove down, we went to the Hill Air Force Base and went to the Aviation Museum there. Really nice museum. Man, I saw some aircraft there that make your eyeballs pop out.
I know, I'm jealous.
Yeah, that's a rather shiny one. Drop them there. Oh, there's another one of my RCR ones that, but it's got the gold insert instead of the silver. Yes. Okay. When I went to Normandy, this is Operation Overlord, the D-Day invasion. And of course, I had to get one for D-Day.
That's nice. What they've got. If you look at my channel badge, that's exactly what that is.
That is cool.
Normandy landings with America, Great Britain, and Canada.
And this one here is to celebrate Canada's 100th birthday, 1967. And this one was actually, I've had that since I was a kid. When I went on the Centennial train that drove into Windsor, Ontario.
Dale, look in the back of the book I sent you. Something similar to that, I'm thinking. Something was sent along.
Yeah.
Was it something similar? I think. I'm trying to remember.
Because I got my pride of place here.
There's a couple of tape-ins, and one of them had to do with the Queen. I think there was a different one, though.
This is Canada 150, so this is 50 years later.
Yeah, it's a Silver Jubilee medallion. It is 1952 to 77.
Yeah, that one. There was not another one. No, maybe not. I'm trying to think of it. Where did I do with it then?
Oh, it is. It's in the front.
Yeah, so what do we have in the front there, Skipper? You identify that?
Hold on. Which one?
It's got the coat of arms on the.
Now, I didn't ever mean for you to ever take those off. Never take those off of there. Those are taped there for transport.
I know, but I like to keep things original. That's my.
Well, then the problem with that is if I tape something for transport and you won't look at the other side, the next time I'm going to send them all loosey-goosey. So take them off, or you'll piss me off. I'll send them all loose in a box, banging around.
The reason I leave them like that until I get things sorted here, because we should be moving, so I don't want to take things off.
I'm not kidding, though. I want you to have some of those things loose, and if it means I ship them to you loose, I will. I have no choice. And then I'll stick you to it. I sent them loose. They have to stay loose. You can't put them in a book. Hey, I sent them to you loose. Don't bother. Just do the thing. That's so you can look at both sides. And that surgical tape, it's easy to remove.
Okay, I got a Canadian book, so I'll put them in the Canadian book.
But that one is that not the one that he was looking at just now?
Yeah, it is.
It is. Yeah. I thought I'd sent you one.
Yeah, 1867.
Right, Skip? In the bag.
Canada, we love you.
That's right.
1 little, 2 little, 3 Canadians in a zoo.
I've got
There
to
we
put
go.
back the thing from now.
I thought I memorized that one, and I don't memorize much these days.
North, south, east, west. We know Alberta's best.
Only financially.
There we go.
I was living in BC and I moved to Alberta. I had a leased vehicle from Ford, and I'm living in Alberta for a year and a half, and they realized that they had been charging me provincial tax, British Columbia provincial tax. So they had to send me back all kinds of money because I had been paying, and there was no provincial tax on it in Alberta. So they owed me all that tax back.
Oh, rotten buggers.
Hey, yeah, see, there's two sides to that bill. You want to see both. I've even got it in a bill holder there, do I not? Yeah, there you go. I bought a 3-bill page holder and cut it specifically to send that bill out to you.
Oh, thank you.
That's
I do like it. Le Sentier de la Confederation, Kansas.
Considering how close you guys are France, no one speaks French.
Je ne sais pas parler français. Je suis...
Canadian Confederation. Bank of Canada. Banquet du Canada. I haven't spoken French since I was at school. I was actually used to be quite good at it, but no one speaks it here, so there's no point using it.
I had rabid Catholic nuns beat the French into me.
We just had a French teacher that we used to love going and seeing because she wore no bra and a big woolly top.
Nice. What a sweetheart.
Her name was Mrs. Elesevich, funny enough. She was Polish, but she lived in France until she moved to England to speak French.
Some of the world's prettiest women are Polish.
Oh, you're giving me a flashback. Back to my days in Our Lady of Lourdes school, when all the priests were the guys in charge and the nuns were all the teachers. And I had this one particular nun. Now this was like kindergarten or grade 1, like right at the beginning, grade 1. And this one nun, I did not like her. And as a kid, can you picture this? I did not know what I was doing. I definitely did not. I would get up out of my seat and hit my teacher. I would literally get up and yell and scream at her, beat on her, and she cried so bad that I was hauled into the principal's office, which was a priest. So you imagine all these black robe priests in there. They threatened me with hell and damnation and bribed me with money and a Bible and a set of rosary beads. And after that, I'd be...
Yeah, flashback, eh? I was my grade 1 teacher was also a nun, but Sister Teresa was awesome, and we like familyized her and had her as a part of our family for like her entire life.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yeah, she was a sweetheart.
Yeah. My teacher, actually, again, a nun, caught me playing with the kids in the public school down the road. And she called me in and she says, "You do not play with those kids in that school. They're Protestant. They're all barbarians." And I was absolutely distraught because I made some good friends there. So I went home. And I sat down in front of my mom and she saw what's wrong. And I said, "Well, look, Sister Mary Oliphant," or whatever the hell her name was. She said, "I can't play with the kids at the public school anymore." And she says, "Why?" And I said, "Because she told me they're all barbarians." And I can still hear my mother. She said, "What?"
Yeah.
Boom, out the door. The next day, I was no longer in the Catholic school. I was in the Protestant school or public school. Why? My dad was Catholic. My mother was Protestant.
Oh.
Love it.
Look, he wasn't around when King Henry VIII was around then.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Yeah, this is a lovely house, but too many levels, maybe. Too bad. I found another really nice place, but it's so many staircases and it's out, you know, no matter what. It's in Millet.
Oh, Millet.
Yeah, and there's a nice spot, a nice one. There's only one, literally one. Under 400,000, 5-bed, 3-bath with air conditioning. Just the one. The Edmonton one was a shab, so we won't be interested in that.
Is anyone going to be doing Treasure Trove, or what's happening with that these days?
Well, you're asking us. We're the ones that are running it.
I know, but we've had a few blanks.
Okay, anybody wants to do Treasure Trove, put a 1 in the chat and tell us what it is you want to donate to get on the wheel.
Red Deer. Got a Red Deer place. 5-bedroom home in Red Deer.
Okay, Phil, guys donating a banana. It sounds like we're all holding our breath.
Who is SSS? I literally have no. That's a snake.
It's poking your ear. So, with the king on coin, king of the coins now, which ones do you think?
Oh, good grief. You know, it could be a dime for Pete's sake. We accept anything, a stamp. You know, we're going to, it could be, well, I throw stickers in mine. Dale and I also throw something in at the end. Could be a nickel, a unique one, you know, something that's got a, well, that's an American one. What is so unique about that one? Nothing much. It looks like it's not George Washington on there. Who the heck is that?
With the king on the coins now, which ones do you think? Queens. Well, you got to think of it like this, Scott. Right now, with Charles III on the coins, it's a blank canvas to collect for everybody. So there's nowhere going, shall I collect them? Is it worth collecting the £2, the £1, or whatever? It's worth starting fresh when they first come out. With the Queen's coins, they're going to be very expensive and they're going to be very, very scarce in about 4 years, I reckon, when they start matting them all down. So when they go back to the bank, they can be matted down. So yeah, just any king's coins. I would do the circulated coins first. Any specialized coins like the £5 coins and stuff like that, I'll just wait and just until you feel, you know, it's what you want to collect and what you want to buy, really. There's no real great stop decision. But you know, I've got 3 of the 50p's. And I know they're going to come out this week sometime. So
that's cool.
That's a nice one. That's what Skipper's donating tonight.
That's like a badge.
That is a badge. That's a cap badge.
There it is. Well, then it's not like a badge. It's a badge.
On a shield. On a shield.
On a shield.
So Skipper's doing his cap badge. That's what he's donating.
On a steak.
On a steak, yes.
Darren's putting a brand new house up for Pay It Forward.
Well, you'd have to keep your pots clean to display them like that. I don't always scour my pots so nicely as to want to show them off between cooking. Ooh, that's kind of nice.
Scott S says, I'm looking for some coins that will most likely increase in value, saving them for my kids.
But it depends on the height of the value and the demand of that coin. It's really hard to pinpoint and go. I mean, you can have a load of silver coins that you may have bought, or silver rounds or whatever, and yes, they go up in value with the price of silver. They can drop the price of silver, but as numismatics value, people either can afford them or they can't. So it's really difficult.
The way you get a coin that would most likely increase in value is by buying a coin today that has an established value of some kind. And even if you do that, there is no way to determine that the change won't be negative just as easily as positive.
The King's coins, there's only a few out. I mean, the silver ones from the Royal Mint, I don't know how much they are. You got gold as well. That always invest in value. But I mean, you're going to be paying it over the top for it anyway. So the marginal, you're looking at a long time before it even becomes marginally investive anyway. So, but with my small change, when that all goes out of circulation, there's going to be, even though there was billions of pennies made, there's not going to be billions around left. So getting them is going to be difficult, especially the 98 ones, because there was two types. There was a bronze planchet and a steel planchet. So one is worth more than the other, even on the same date.
Mm-hmm. You know, I have to say something to Scott here. When you're collecting coins, especially if you're thinking about inheritance and your kids, your grandkids getting this stuff, most collectors don't have, and I'm being honest, most collectors don't have a huge fortune to invest in their coin collections. They get what they can, and if they're lucky enough, they get the odd nice piece. So they will most likely get some, but it's not overall. It's not going to make them wealthy after you pop your clogs. I found that I divide my collections up so that I have three different areas. One is the Royal Mint or Royal Canadian Mint collection based on a theme. I've got my Canadian, US, British, and world coins, which is separate. And then I have my stack, which is strictly silver or gold that you set aside for a rainy day. It's not numismatic at all. It's basically coins, and you try to buy this as cheap as you can and maximize what you can sell it for. So it's just for a rainy day. It's in case of an emergency, or in case for me, I've collected the stack so that when I do pop my clogs, my wife isn't going to be stuck with a huge debt. So you know, that's you have to decide on what you want. If it's just a collection because you're interested in it, fine. Are you willing to pay the premiums on some things, like in the Royal Mint or Royal Canadian Mint? Fine. You're not doing that to get rich. You're doing that because you like the artwork, you like whatever it is that they're providing for you to put in your collection. So it's everyone's different. Dale will attest to this too. You know, and same with Darren. I mean, I'm sure he'd be able to say the same thing. It's what you're into. Yeah,
Scott is saying that he does stack, but he wants to know. But I just want to show him this quickly. This is a coin bag of 50p's. You get 20 in a bag, okay, and that's £10 worth, and they're selling them at £23 plus £2.50 postage. That's in the UK, by the way. Okay, they're out, but there's no mintage yet. They don't know whether there's going to be 5 million or 100 million of these coins going to be made. I'm pretty sure there's going to be quite a lot. So don't go rushing into buying these coins.
Yeah,
that is my thing. I don't go rushing to buying these whatever you do, because this is just greed. They're hyperinflating the coins.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Gotta watch the hype for sure.
Yeah, because that's only worth £10. You get them at the bank for £10 a pop in a sealed bag, and they're going to put them on their sealed bags, £20 times 20 coins, 2022. Okay, and they're going to say they're rare, they're uncirculated. They're not uncirculated. They are business strike coins, and they have a number to them. So there's going to be X amount when the Royal Mint finishes making these. There's going to be the 2023 coins going to be coming out as well. So, and then they're going to be going, and I guarantee any bottom dollar, they're going to be putting them down. Oh, date error, 2022 date error, rare, scarce. So when I get a bag of these, if anybody wants a bag, I will try and get some. I know they're out now, so they should be out. If anybody want to wait till the end of the month, all I will do is the price of the bag and postage. That's it. If anybody wants a bag of those, sealed bag.
Yeah. The other thing, Dale, that you know, so I'm warning these guys right now. Watch eBay. I mean,
eBay is the worst place to go.
Oh my God, that bloody black toonie just come out. I've seen people trying to sell them for between $7 and $10 each. No reason. No reason. Those coins are going out in circulation. You'll be able to
patient.
Get them for what they are. They're $2.
If I get a bag and anybody wants a bag, I will do it for £10 a bag plus postage. Okay, because I don't want because I love the hobby. I don't want people to be ripped off.
Exactly.
So so I just get my money back to go back in the bank, because otherwise, and I'll do what I can for anybody. If not, it won't be a sealed bag, but I'll put it into another bag if it's not sealed, and I'll send it to you. Because they can either come in sealed or unsealed bags, so I can't really tell if they're going to whatever bag they're going to come into. If you want one, it's obviously the price of the coin plus postage. So it wouldn't cost much to post it.
Is Scott in the UK?
No, it's in the United States, I think.
He's in the US. Okay. Yeah. It's the smaller number of coins, the cheaper it's going to be. It depends on what you're shipping.
Yeah.
You know what, Dale? You got to figure out what package is certain size and certain weight, and how many coins can go into there.
I do it all the time. So, that is just going to be. We don't forget we have a different postage system to you, so we have to try and get into a small gap. We can't anything higher than that. Then it's.
But it doesn't matter for weight at that point.
Only up to 2 kilos, yeah. But anything like that is going to be about £6, I say, to post it. So it's not going to be much. But I'll let you know anyway before I send it. So what I'll do, I'll go to the post office. When I get them at the post office, I'll ask how much it is to send the bag of coin. How much is that to say send for that weight? So it's just easy.
So my question would be, how many bags could be fit in if it's a maximum 1 kilo thing? Is that a 1 bag situation, or is that 2 bags?
No. A bag of coins weighs 161 grams. So to a kilo is 1,000
grams.
Yeah.
So you could obviously have more than 1 bag in a box, so long as it fits through the slot.
I think the bags come in 2 kilo bags anyway. So I think 2 kilos is going to be £500 worth of coins. So yeah, it's 161 grams per bag. But I would work out how much 1 bag is if anybody wants one. If anyone wants to send them to. I'm not here to make money. I just want to cover the postage, and then you've got the coins. That's it. It's as simple as. So
I'm just wondering, for the same postage, what's the maximum amount of coins you could send without incurring more postage?
Yeah. But we have to do everything. Have you got your measurement thing, your postage measurement anywhere, please?
Oh, that you got the plastic.
Oh, I don't know where it is.
Yeah, we got to get things small as this, smaller than this. Anything up, then we got another one, which would be classed as a small parcel, isn't it?
No, large letter.
A large letter, okay, and I can send it as a large letter. If I flatten them out as best I can, so for example, I've got to send this to Doug Harding, yeah. So I've had to flatten these coins out as best I can to that. So that's going to go as a large letter, okay. So that's what it go into one of them.
So long as that doesn't weigh over 2 kilo.
Oh, no, that won't weigh over 2K. That is like, does it? Because I spread the coins out. It's like feels like nothing's in there.
But for a package that size, 2 kilo is the maximum weight allowed.
So if I was to send that, that's about 1.5 kilos in there.
And it would never fit in that size, clearly.
Oh yeah, it fit. It fit in that bag, easy. But it's the way people, because coins, they dropped because of gravity, dropped to the bottom. As long as you get it there into the post office and say, don't fiddle around with it, you know what I mean? Because they have a tendency. We had one lady, there's like a box size they use. So say this is a box you send into. This lady, they sit in a box. It's got to be about, say, hand high and about so long. I think it's about 37 centimeters long, isn't it? Right. It's about a yard long and about 6-7 inches high. Okay, and she had one of those parcels and she put it like that. And she was going to charge. I goes, no, you got to lay that down. It goes down like that and it fit. No, we do it like this. I said, no, you don't do it like that. And we took it to a different post office and they went, yeah, that was it. Was it £3.25? £3.25? If that had been that way, you're talking like £14-15 because she didn't let she wanted the extra money. You see, she thinks she's stupid. But yeah, I mean, if I was to send out something like 2 kilos, I'd do it in 2 packages because it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did with Sheldon. It's like saying if anything is more than a kilo, I would do it in 2 packages because it's cheaper. If I was to send you, say, 2 kilos of coins, I'd do it in 4 packages because it's less than. Then you got 500 kilos. You're at the limit.
Do you know anybody who has one of those vacuum packers? I picture something like that loose bag of coins. You put that in a food vacuum sealer and you suck that down and that becomes a solid thing. Mind you, any of the coins in there are impacting one another with that same kind of force, meaning that you could actually put marks on them, but it would keep them from shifting around any, and they'd be a solid mass.
I mean, if you just did it so it's just, they've got a little bit of movement, but not too much. And I think that would probably be okay. Just be careful. But yeah, it's a case of like, if you want a couple of coins, you can keep one nice and keep one to show. That's what I do in my car. I keep one to show in my coin book that shows, and I keep one as a nice coin. So I don't have to keep getting it in and out.
Hey, Skipper, what do you know about Bassano? Bassano, Alberta.
Very small.
You should see the house they want to sell me here for $379, man. It's nice.
Yeah, but I mean, I just do it as I would do naturally. I've been posting for a very, very long time, all over the world. So, I would just try. As I said, it's cost this much. Don't forget, I've got to put a customs form on there, and this is what I've done for. That's a customs form. It's got to be flat out like that, so it can be the barcode. Otherwise, it don't get sent. Just gets sent straight back.
Yeah, Bassano's about 232 miles from Edmonton. It's a little over 4 hours.
It's closer. You're getting closer. Yeah, that's a good idea, Alex. Is just to use a heat gun and just blow it over, or a hairdryer, something like that. Just to.
Al's got seals right outside his door. He can use them to mail the packages.
Yeah, how's Al Shafe doing?
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, I've got postage to do. I still got some more to do, so I'm trying to get out there as quick as I can. I'm waiting on something. That's what it is. I'm waiting on something to come through. But I would never use eBay as a for information on coins. They love using the word scarce, rare, uncirculated, proof.
Yeah, it's gotten better.
People buy these coins and hyperinflate them so badly nobody can afford them. They think that must be the right price. I would never do that to anybody. If anybody wanted coins and they wanted a bag of coins, I'll just go and get them and say I'll post it. I just cover the post and cover the coins so I can put my money back. So I haven't lost anything. And done.
Yeah, that's why developing a tight-knit group of collectors is so important. Yeah. So you know each other, what you collect, and you don't try to rip each other off.
No, I mean, what is the point? There's no point. You just want to make people, happy. They got something that is, it's. The problem is, you see these people on YouTube, okay, and they flash up prices, they overbuy, they overpay, and I got nothing against people trying to make a bit of money online. That's fine, okay. It's when they come to us and they ask how much is that, and we tell them the truth, and we're the bad guys.
Yeah, because we're not telling them what they want to hear.
Yeah, they want £1 million coin. And when I say to look, it's like one lad today. If you go and look at one of my comments on the 1p coin I had today, he says, "How much is this? How much? I got 2016 1p coin. How much is it?" I said, "Look, it's 1 pence. You're going to get whatever it is the same. The lowest currency is exactly the same, no matter where it is. When it gets to the higher values, then you get the inflation difference, the buying power is what I'm called, because obviously." Buying money and coins is different to what the buying real power is when you go and buy shopping, and stuff like that. So that's where people get confused from as well. The buying power of coins from one country to another is completely different. But when you're buying and selling coins as trade, that's another numismatic problem, because anything that is to buy and sell is down to anybody's personal opinion on what you can afford to sell it for or what you could afford to buy it for. And that's why I don't put values in my videos, because I'm doing it on my own collection, what I have. And I would say to anybody, how much I got the same coin as you, how much is that worth? Well, I don't know what your coin is like. Is it scratched? Is it brand new? You know what I mean? Is it in a coin set? Is it from a coin set? Blah, blah, blah. It's hard to put a finger on it when you can't see their coin. And when you give somebody the truth, they say, "Oh, you know what you're talking about." You know what I mean? Well, okay, it's fine.
And history joins us in the panel.
Hello. Dale, I kind of agree with you with that. People do the same thing with 78s. I mean, honestly, like people would put like a common, let's say like a Red Columbia or an RCA Victor or something like that, and they would charge it for $30, $40, $50. Like I remember when I was at the antique store, they were all I was buying 78s. These were RCA Victors from 1946, and and they were in an album. So each there were 12 78s in an album, and the guy wanted $50 for it, and it's just not. It doesn't really worth that. Not even close to that. So it's they do the same thing on 78s as well. So I can see it. Same with coins as well.
It's everywhere. It's ruined it for a lot of people. I mean, I've seen coin stores online with some are in line with what you may think. You don't mind paying a little bit more, not a lot more, but to have a better coin. Now, with maybe you and everybody else in different collections, people spend a lot of money on a poor coin.
Yeah.
Before one comes along, say like you buy 10 coins, okay, at average condition till you find one at £50 for a decent, looking coin. I'm not putting out any coin there, but I think save all your money until you find a coin that you like, because if you think about it, that whole coin to get there costs you almost double what the coin's worth.
Yeah.
So just wait until you get a coin coming along. There's no rush. Collecting's a hobby. It's supposed to be a walking pace. There's no winner.
Right.
Oh, and I'm glad History Man's on the panel, because I had something important to tell you.
Oh, yeah,
my wife told me yesterday that she wants me to get a vintage record player.
Ooh.
And she wants to start collecting records, and she wants to start off with Satchmo.
Okay.
So, and of course, I'm a big Satchmo fan anyway. So that's no problem. But it caught me off guard. I'm like, really? You want that? Yeah. She wants it for her birthday. So I'm going to get rid of my old Montessori record. I got a floor model Montessori, and I'm going to see if I can sell that off to some lucky person that wants to recondition it. And I'll get myself a nice record player for her, and we're going to start collecting records.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Skipper, I wish you could like. That's very nice, actually. So yeah, the record collecting is very. I think it's one of my favorite hobbies. That I've ever did. Just because my friends really got me into it, and it's just so. It's very nice because you get to hear like people sing or like making music like 80, 90 years ago, and to me that's just fun. That's just amazing.
Yeah. It is really cool, and to hear it using a needle instead of a bloody CD or whatever, it's so different.
History.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to do a video for you because our bookstore, which is just literally about 10 minutes away, in fact, 5 minutes away.
Bookstore?
There's an Italian coffee shop we go to, and it costs like $1.50 for a drink.
Okay.
Like Starbucks is like £5. So we go to this Italian shop. It's on the main road, but our bookstore's there, and they sell really old vintage records. What I'm going to do a video for you and show you.
Yeah, sure.
What our bookstore's like. And because in the centre they sell a lot of the vintage records and vinyl and stuff like that. So I'll do a video for you when we go in there next. I'll do it just for you. So
okay, I think I subbed to you. So
sorry,
I think I subbed to you, so I can able to see it.
Yeah. I'll put your tag in anyway, so you get it anyway. So
yeah,
we're probably going in this week, aren't we? At some point.
Okay.
So if you sub to him, does that make you a submariner?
He's back.
I think you say submariner, don't you?
Submariner.
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 The heck?
He's a submariner.
Submariner. I do that on my own these days.
Dale's just
until I got old.
Dale's just pulling our legs.
Do you know what? If I was younger and going to the service now, it'd definitely be the Submariners now.
Not I, says I.
That's the only place now, I think, which is not so over diverse. You know what I mean? With the uniform changes and because you've got to be on your toes in a submarine.
I mean, yeah, you're literally underwater. So
yeah, you've got aware of what's going on the planet.
You got that right.
Say dive, dive. No, it's. I'll tell you what though. We'll do a video for you, and I've actually been thinking about that because obviously they do a lot of vinyls in there, and they do some great ones, don't they? 78s, 45s, 33s. Is it 33 and a half? I think it is. I can't remember these days.
Yeah, they have 33 and a half.
So I'll have a look at the records. I'll ask the lady if I can just film first. I don't want to get any. I don't want to do something without someone's permission. You know, I'll do it right. So I'll ask if this is for a friend of mine in America, and he collects his vinyl. Can I just do a quick video around this bit? I won't get anybody in or anybody in the video, and then you can see. We used to have like EMI records over here, Virgin Records. They're all gone now. I used to go in there, put the tapes, put the headphones on. Do you remember this? Put the headphones on, go and get the record that you want, play it first.
I do remember that.
Yeah, play it first, and then see what you wanted before you took it away. I'll tell you, my mum, she wanted this song. Oh God, what was it? Shut Up With Your Face. Yeah, Shut Up With Your Face. All right, that one. And she heard it on some TV program on the radio, and me and my sister just come back in from town. I must have been about 5 at the time, and my mum goes, "I heard this record, but I don't know what it's called." So we went, and of course we had things to do on a Saturday as a kid, don't you? You don't want to sit around all day indoors. So we had to wait for this song to come back on. I think it was on the radio actually, but it came on, choose that one. Go and get that one, right? I mean, what is it called? We don't know. Of course, they didn't tell us the song. So me and my sister went into EMI Records. We walked into town, by the way, and we went to because it's not out yet. It's like being promoted at the moment, so it won't be out for a couple of weeks. Oh God. So we walked into town backwards and forward twice just to go and say somebody tell it it's not even out yet.
No, I'd like to get some records with Vera Lynn. I'd like to get some with the Andrew sisters.
Oh, get them on 78. That would be nice.
Oh yeah, no kidding, eh?
Yeah. Because I think you will find them a lot more on 78. That's the format that they use.
Vera Lynn. I'll get something. I'll be right up.
Skipper, you can find 78 very there's an antique.
Oh,
like
we've got some of the nicest. You die if you could see some of these stores we have here. I have a bookstore that's off of Old Strathcona, and you walk in there, and it's got one wall that's nothing but old records, and the other are books that you wouldn't find anywhere else. Vera Lynn, yeah, I love her.
Yeah, I wish I had her British records on 78, but I don't. I can't find any.
But there's all coin sets in there, by the way.
Well, of course.
Look.
Even coins are music to my ears.
Skipper, do you remember these?
Oh yeah. That's a real collector's piece. I have them. Do you?
Yeah, I have some. I don't know where it is right now, but it's there somewhere.
Good night, Kinnaman. Thanks for stopping by.
Take care, Kinnaman. Oh, this is a set I yet to finish. I need to finish this one, but they stopped it for a little while. Oh my God, it's all coin sets. It's the Battle of Hastings coins. These are real silver 50 pences, by the way.
Oh, you just keep reminding me. I want Monday money so bad. I need one set.
I got to finish this set off. I keep meaning to, but you keep going back onto Canadian coins again.
Well, I know they're addictive.
They are indeed. Thanks to you and Darren and everybody. No, collect this set instead. Okay, then. All right. Well, it's not in that one.
Wow, they're trying to sell me some nice places in Medicine Hat.
Yeah, you're getting right into rattlesnake country there. They got some of the biggest diamondback rattlesnakes you possibly imagine down in near Medicine Hat. Not that that would stop you, big deal. If you lived in Phoenix, you get them too.
You should see the couple of houses that come up. Two of them in Medicine Hat, both of them are like show homes to me.
Jack of Hearts, welcome aboard, my friend. Oh.
Ooh, what are those?
What is that?
Yeah, what are those?
African princess coins.
Make it big again so I can see it again. What is that?
Yeah,
when you're doing Chinese coins, yeah. Let me put this down here a minute. Oh, that's heavy. Right, when you're doing Chinese coins, yeah, from the 16th or any dynasty, it tells you what. So when you pick it up, yeah, it tells you which dynasty it's from and who was the dynasty at the time. So, and that's like the reference to the coins.
Wait, which dynasty? Oh, that's neat. So, like, I need help with those because I have one from, I am guessing it has the Qing dynasty because if you look at the back of it, it has like the Manchu writings in it. So I'm guessing it's from the Qing dynasty, but I don't know when it's from.
You got, hang on a minute. My eyes are not very good. King of Tang dynasty, and that was from AD 67 to 49. I mean, it's not in order, so. Who did you say?
Who
did you say, sorry?
No, I said I have one of those coins, and I need help, like, dating it. But I'm guessing it's from the Qing dynasty, so.
Okay, I'm trying to find out which one that Qing dynasty is from in Nanjing, because it tells you all the dynasties here.
Well, I'm guessing because the back of it has Manchu writings in them.
That's from 1730. I'll probably be 16th dynasty, I should imagine. Yeah, these are early. 1627, 627 to 649. 1260 to 1294 is the David dynasty. 1368 to 1398 was the Nanjing dynasty. Yeah, so I
never heard that dynasty before. The Nanjing dynasty. I don't know what that is.
So they're all not in order because I've been playing with them. So
right.
I think that's going to be 16th century.
Dynasty.
But I like the little box. Little box is pretty cool. Such a little. It's all padded. Pretty neat.
That's very cool.
The actual value, but it's very helpful anyway.
Okay, I got to put my dog out. Give me a sec.
You let the dog out.
All right.
Wow, this one's good. Oh, that's my welding buckle. My welding buckle. Queen's Beast. Coin set. Waterloo. Plastic Queens. I wonder who gave me them. foreign. Ah, that's be last, isn't it? It's bloody long. Right. See this here?
Yeah.
It's contents. Now, I only picked up the coin. Now, this is going back a little while ago, and my Zoe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you realise there's more to it, didn't you?
I feel like it is.
I did not know this is a whole set, and I got this, what, 50p, wasn't it? Something like that. From this old boy used to own a market. He used to run a market. And he was closing down. And when I first picked this up, the only thing on it was this, and it was the 1994 50p. And I thought, oh, cool, right? And I was looking at it, and then Zoe noticed the box, and I thought it was going to be empty, you know, because this is like in one place, you know, about 4 feet away from this.
Right.
Oops. And I thought, oh, look at that, because I love, you know, like looking at war stuff. I thought that's a 50p, the 1994 large 50p coin, back, you know, D-Day coin.
Right.
It tells you all about the D-Day and everything else like that. Everybody knows about that, right?
Right.
And Zoe came down. That goes with that, with this. And so it comes with a video cassette, the songs that run the war with Vera Lynn and all that people, and not only that, oh my god, with the cassette as well. So that's pretty cool. It comes with a full cassette and also a 50p coin set. So a bit of both there. That's like at your world, really, isn't it? It's a shame it didn't have the vinyl to go with it, but yeah, it's not bad. You have.
It's interesting how that's like that box right there is so big, but like for the coin,
It's got a coin. It's got a video cassette and a tape recorder in there. Actually, like that.
All that in there. Wow, that's interesting.
And that was out, and it was like that. I had this in one hand, looking at other stuff. And Zoe noticed that I had the pack, the similar pack, and it all goes together. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And it was, and the guy, and I said, it does have a 50p in it, and he goes, oh, 50p then. So, but he was closing down anyway, and in fact, he was actually my old neighbour. So,
okay.
But it was like, we'll meet again, Vera Lynn, Flanagan and Allen, Public was roll out the barrel, bless them all, hang out the washing on Sidefield. I can't even read this. Siegfried Lane, that's by Public. Lambeth Walk by Public. There's a lot by Public. Diana Shaw, Gracie Fields. You know, you might know these any more than I do. I'm not highly educated with music and famous people, by the way. Only know a few, you know.
Yeah, I mean, same here. I'm not like a huge music historian compared to, like, you know, my friend Chase. Like, that guy is literally he knows a lot about music.
Yeah, he's like the Google of the music industry, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. He's literally writing a book, like one of his favorite artists. So
that's pretty cool. Gracie Fields, I know that one. Sally.
Yeah.
Bing Crosby, obviously one of Bing Crosby. Frank Parker, Eddie Cantor, sorry. Master Glenn Davies, But yeah, I think that's
those
nice.
people sound very familiar. Yeah, I know those people.
Darren know them. He's a music man as well. He's like a guru when it comes to the music.
Yeah.
No, I just monetize other people's music for my own means.
I'll tell you what I do have though is this nice little set there. Look at that.
I think about it. I haven't written a piece of music on my own, but I've played plenty of music and I've been paid for playing plenty of music. So thank you,
There you go.
whoever.
There you go, Darren.
Mike Pallet, how's it nice to see you. Jack of Hearts, JJ. A secure mining, is it? I have to run. Thanks everyone. Answer my question. Hope you all have a great night. Will do, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Let us know when I get those 50p's. I'll let you know if you want a bag. I might keep some back if anybody wants any.
Chances are.
Yeah, this is a Brazilian. What was it?
A Brazilian what?
Yeah, these are Brazil £1 coins from the Olympics.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's nice.
And with people taking them out and getting these, they normally get them. They normally get them in circulation, but I have all these. I've got all the COAs to go with them. It's like 4 in a pack, or 416 coin. I haven't done a video on these at all yet, so there's so much I've got to do videos on. What you've seen on my channel has not even touched the iceberg yet.
I mean, your channel's interesting. I looked through it.
I've got just about 3,000 videos now done. Something like that.
Oh wow, okay. How long have you been doing YouTube, Dale?
This time round, so just 3 years.
Oh wow.
Coming up 3 years in on September, I think.
Oh wow. Since 2016, I've never. I mean, I started in 2016. And I've never had like the videos compared to you.
I was on. I left. I did have my other channel. I left it. I deleted. I had a website and everything. So all you had to do is go and search a certain coin, and it would come up. It was on app as well, so you download that. So that worthy as well. So what you have to do is search for a world coin or a British coin, and it would literally type a date in, and it come up with a list of all the world coins I've already had uploaded. And if I didn't have it uploaded, people would request, "Oh, can you do a video on this or do this?" And I would do it.
What's in the box, Skipper?
I asked for a tuba, but I got a tube box.
Oh.
And then from the website, I had the YouTube going. I just had YouTube and Instagram. And with that, I was there from 2016 to 17, just a little bit over 17, so about 14 months, say. And I had so many people like saying, like, you know, I don't collect, I hoard and all this sort of stuff. Plus I was moving and I have a website up, and I was concentrating more on my website than I was on my YouTube channel. It was kind of sort of newish.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't monetized or anything, but I was getting like nearly, say, 40,000 views a hit.
Oh,
so that
wow.
was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, but it was different back then, you know. I didn't have many subscribers, but I have lots and lots of, you know, views. So it was the opposite way round, really. But now the gaming channel before that, which I had for about from 2007 8, 9, 10, 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for about 4 years, and that was quite big. But again, I wasn't monetizing that because I was
What
also
game did you
working.
play?
I can load now and then. But I wouldn't do a lot of things. What I'll do a game, and I'll break it into segments.
What game
And
did
look-
you play?
The games anywhere from Call of Duty, FIFA, Neverwinter, GTA,
Yeah, I was a gamer now. That's it.
Diablos, all the Diablos. No, it was a game. I left it in 2016. Yeah, God. Game did not I play? It's probably the better ones. What was that? What was back then? I can't remember now. Assassin's Creed, I guess. Done all them up till 2016. Oh man, what's that blinking one in space? What's it called? Destiny, is it?
Yeah. I think
Destiny
so.
1 and 2. Yeah, Destiny 2. I didn't like at all. I thought it was rubbish.
I have no knowledge of these games. I mean, I left
No, what you're
Planet
saying,
with
I'm thinking about what I
Missile
used to do back then.
Command and Galaga and
Yeah.
Space Invaders, yeah.
Space Invaders, Pac-Man.
Remember those?
The snake
You
with
know.
his phone. But yeah, I mean, I didn't know I was getting epilepsy with my transplant, so and then watching my brother play for nearly 18 hours also put me off. It's just, no, it's not for me anymore.
There's
I
only
look at
one video game I ever finished, and that was Castle Wolfenstein.
Yes, that's good. That's
That
good
was
one.
a great game.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, can I chime in
thinking-
for a quick minute here?
Yeah.
Hey Kyle, I saw your pictures today.
Flowing with love right now. I am just. I planned hours ago to be on, right, when you guys initially kicked off, but it's been such a chaotic, hectic day. I passed out from joyous exhaustion. So I just got back up a few minutes ago. But I started my day out, and let me say, hey, Darren, Dale, Skipper, History, John, Kyle, love all you guys. Love Evil Arch, love you guys. This morning I went to my oncologist thinking, all right, the good news for the day is going to be that my lab levels were low, my PSA count was low, you know, back to the normal. See you in 6 months, you know, we'll follow up and things that went like that. And right before I wrapped up, I looked at my oncologist and I said, when can we start talking remission? And the man looked me right in the face. And he said, we're saying remission right now. We're going to call you cancer free.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay.
So cool.
Yay!
That's
What
amazing.
a wonderful thing to hear. Oh,
Yep.
so my hair stood on end when you said that. That is just
Yeah, mine's been.
fantastic.
Congratulations.
Oh, man,
That's
fantastic.
wow.
Bless you, man. Bless you.
God bless you, dude.
Woo-wee.
A happy
brother.
20th to
No
you and your
kidding.
family, brother.
Big day. Big day.
Best ever, man.
Big day.
Yeah, there's the day you were born,
Okay.
and then there's today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big
Awesome. Well, you know what to do.
Relax for 6
You get-
months. That's what I get to do. I get to breathe.
You're on to life number 2.
Party like it's 1999.
Seriously, the burden lifted off my shoulders when they said, you know, okay, your PSA levels are low. Of course, I'm used to that. It's been going on for a year and a half. So there was a little weight off my shoulders.
Just a
That's
He
little.
hit me with
That's
that
good
one.
news,
It
Kyle.
felt like
Very
an
good.
elephant stepped off my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get
It
rid of
was-
that horrible rucksack now, that full rucksack on you.
I mean, and it's good news, and I mean, we got to keep an eye on it because it's obviously kind of creeps back in. But for the first time in 3.5 years, I don't have that specter just like hanging right here on the side of my head. So, and I'm still recovering from the weekend too, because dear friend in Massachusetts did a 24-hour live stream fundraiser for pediatric brain cancer. And we raised over $5,000 in 24 hours for that. So a little bit tired, but you know, it's been an amazing couple of days. I am just dragging tired, but it has been an amazing couple of days.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I could not contain my joy. I really, really, really thought I was just going to come on here with, you know, hey, my levels were down, and you know, that was good. No, he said remission and cancer free. And I've been fighting back tears since then. So, because I wasn't expecting it. I thought 6 months to a year we can talk about it. He said, nope, that's today's discussion. So,
16th, well, yeah, it'd be 16th for the 1st, 2023. So that's a good year to celebrate every year now.
Yeah.
I think a lot of folks out there that haven't been battling the big C don't realize what it's like to have those periods where you go in, they check to make sure there's nothing come back. You're okay for 3 or 4 months, then you're going back in to verify that it hasn't come back in. I'm going through the same thing as you, and I'll tell you, to hear news like this, it's just it gives us, the rest of us, hope. I mean, that is just freaking phenomenal news.
And I just want to stand on my head because both my bladder cancer was the most aggressive type.
Yeah.
My prostate cancer, I was a Gleason score 9, 10, or Gleason score 4, 5, 9 out of 10, which is, it's bad. That's aggressive. That's kind of a deadly one if it spreads.
Yeah.
But
it's my bladder cancer that's got me up in arms. That's the big one.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you, man.
I'm sending every healing vibe I can your way there.
Appreciate.
Yeah. So, because now I got more healing vibes to give out.
Awesome. Yes.
I'd been take for 3 years, and that's not my style to take. Now I need to be given again. I did give out a charity auction bit with comic ephemera from 1884, 1905, 1914, and 1951 that raised over $300. And I could tell you another one that, I don't know, this is fairly family friendly, but has anybody here seen the 40-Year-Old Virgin movie?
No.
Memes where Steve Carell gets his chest waxed.
I've seen a YouTube video on that, just a short.
Yeah. We were making jokes on a thing, and it's like, hey, if somebody will donate $100, I'll do my scene from that movie, and I'll get waxed on a live stream.
Oh, are you sure you want to do that? My wife did that to me on my back. I die.
Within 3 minutes of me saying that, the $100 donation came in.
Oh, someone's got dark humor.
I have to do a live stream in the next week or so. Now I'm going to do, like, there's a part of my chest right here where I can just sit up and have that tore off while I'm facing the camera. But I let it open, you know, hey, if you're willing to do this, and I figured you could say have both your legs waxed, have your underarms waxed, whatever.
Nah.
I gotta have my backside waxed live on camera. Now, mind you, I'm going to be like mildly off camera down below, and my wife is gonna be pulling the wax off of me while I scream bloody murder because I made the commitment to cancer research.
In the
That's
words
gonna
of
be-
Forrest Gump, she's going to wax your buttocks.
She's going to wax my buttocks on a live
Me,
stream.
my Jenny.
All right, guys, I have to go now. So it's nice talking to you guys, though.
Oh,
And
nice
that's great
talking to you,
news,
too.
Kyle. I like to hear that. I love to hear that. Though.
Thank you.
And stay strong, man.
Thank you.
That's all I can say.
Absolutely. You too, man.
All right, I'll see you.
I'll get that video done for you this week or next week.
Okay. All right.
It's good talking to you.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah.
talking to you guys. All right, I'll see you guys.
See him.
Bye.
Kyle, it's not back, sack, or crack. Thank goodness. Thank goodness she just said backside. I was really worried that it was going to be back, sack, and crack. But I don't know exactly how much, but yeah, my backside has to be waxed. I was worried about my legs and armpits. You know, I didn't think anybody'd say face. But they did not hesitate. They were brutal with me, and they're like, "Yep, $100. You got like 2 weeks to get it together and do that." And I got to go on a live stream, and yeah. And then, like I said, so people can see my face when it goes on, I'll have part of my chest waxed too. But that's what I have to look forward to for cancer research. For my friend, his best friend's daughter lost her battle with the type of glioblastoma, where once you get it, it's a 1 year or less death sentence, and she lost her life in 9 months 5 years ago, and he wanted to do something for it. And he said, well, I'll go on and do a live stream. Hopefully I'll drop a little bit of money. And his initial thought process was, I'll raise a few $100s. And the community came together out there, and we said, you should raise it a lot higher than that, buddy. He said, all right, I'm going to set a modest goal of $2,500 in 24 hours. We hit that in 6 hours. Raised over $5,000 in 24 hours. So,
I recommend Dettel.
so yeah, it's been a wild few days. Get some and get ready for bleeding. Yeah, and I need to hit that like button before I jumped over here. But
Right, Skipper, I'm going to give it another up to about 23 2 hours 23 minutes for people if they want to place on the pay it forward. If not, we give it a sec, and then
Taffy, Kyle out there, by the way, I'm still a little behind in getting things mailed out, and sadly I do have to bump you behind again. I have my package put together ready to go out to you, but I've got to get these charity winnings shipped out first and foremost for the donations. But Kyle, those things I promised are boxed up, and they are coming to you. Like I said, I'm a month behind on my
I'm behind. I got a little package, but I'm going through this with a lot of people, so it will be a little while for people to go out. So we got they're asking people here now not to send anything international until their backlog is done. So which makes it worse, because I don't get that, because whenever everyone wants to send their international stuff out, it's going to be worse. So
go from one backlog to another.
yeah, exactly. It'd be a bottleneck to another bottleneck. So I don't want things to get lost. Coming in is okay. It's going out is the worst part.
No worries. Got all the time in the world. Let's hope, Kyle. Let's hope we got all the time in the world. So. And you guys are so sweet. I announced it on all the platforms this morning before I collapsed. But I got to call my mom and share the tears there. I could just hear the weight lift off of her when I told her.
Oh yeah,
Did nothing but cry.
Oh, yeah.
Then I called all my kids, and my daughter cried, and my boys cried.
Happy
Lots
tears.
of tears of joy today. So
Happy tears.
it is a good day. It could be a bad day in 6 months, but you know what? I don't have to worry about that for 6 months. So it's just not gonna gnaw at me. I think that's the worst thing it does. Is all the pain and the bleeding and all that stuff. It's bad, but the gnawing at, the just relentless gnawing at you, like you were saying, Skip, just waiting to hear words.
Yeah, it's
Waiting to hear
always in the
words.
back of your mind. It's like, oh,
Yeah. And it just doesn't go away. And at least this is going to be a relief for a few months.
yeah,
Like I was talking to my doctor, I said, some days it's just like a fly buzzing across the room. And some days it's like a mad hornet or a yellow jacket in your ear.
yeah.
And it does not let off. It never lets off.
There's a few things that that I noticed, especially when I initially got diagnosed, and certain things happened that I never realized happened to anyone battling this disease. First off, your insurance companies. Oh my God, forget it. I couldn't get insurance if for love or money because of this. I used to donate blood on a regular basis. Can't do that anymore. Suddenly they've got all these restrictions and all these things that happen that a lot of people don't realize happen because of that bloody disease.
Yeah.
And suddenly you feel like you're tainted. Like, okay, I know I've got it. I'd love to get rid of it. And yeah, it's nice to be told to your doctor that, yeah, you're good for another 3 months. We'll see you back then. They book you again. But it's always there. Like, is it going to come back? Is it, you know, it's going to grow more? Is it what, like, it's always there. So you're right. The gnawing is just horrendous.
And just relentless. It never lets up. It never lets up. And I feel like such a big baby. Here we are all both old military tough guys. And I'll tell you what, this will knock a military tough guy to his knees on a daily basis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just trying to put up with it. I've run into the breach a dozen times. I run towards gunfire. And there's a strength and resolve in that, you know, and the protection. Mm-hmm. But man, there's no strength and resolve here. It's getting knocked off at the kneecaps and then having to look at people and go help when I'm used to being the one that stands up.
Exactly. It really kicks you right in the ego.
Yeah. Yeah. My ego has, in the last few years, has been stripped bare. I try and come off cocky. I try and come off the same old me, but I've been walking around with my hand out for years.
And that's the one thing. It knocks your confidence and self-esteem down.
Yeah, and I spent over 50 years never putting my hand up, never. Just too much ego. I will not put my hand out. I can walk, I can talk, I can breathe, I can be productive, you know, and then it's like, nope, stick your hand out and get used to it being there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I can't do that. I give charity. I don't take charity. I feel like I'm taken away from somebody every time I give.
I so totally relate to what you're saying. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's like with the VA, you know, everybody's like, well, you can go to the VA hospital. I said, nope, 10 fingers, 10 toes. I still got my legs. There's a pension, VA hospital. Take care of the kids missing body parts. You know, I'm okay. Mm-hmm. I'll get through it. You take care of the kids that left things behind. I'm still in one piece. I will get to the back of the line, and I will keep walking myself to the back of the line as long as those kids keep chugging through there. It's like, well, you deserve your space. Well, of course I do, but I can still stand. That means I can walk to the back of the line. I don't mind getting behind my brethren or these little kids that, you know, I got a piece of part of me kind of blown sideways, but there it is. It's still on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get to the back of the line. Kid missing a leg, he gets every dollar and everything until I have to get wheeled in there unconscious, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. No, I'm actually much the same way. I mean, I visit a young. He's still a soldier. I mean, he's a young fella that's in the hospital down in Calgary, and he's been there since 1995. And he had an accident. It was in Bosnia. It wasn't even in the Afghanistan, Iraq. It was before that even started. And he had it was during the conflict that was going on there. His carrier rolled, and he crushed his head. And he lost the front portion of his brain. Wow. And he's blind. He can't walk. He's totally coherent. You can talk to him, have great conversations with him, but he can no longer retain any new memories. So he is still a soldier in 1990. Talking to him, he's a corporal, and you talk to him, and he didn't realize that his wife had left him. Everything's completely different, and he's locked in that period of time. He could field strip his weapon. He's blind, but he could still do it.
Yeah.
And so we go down to visit him, but the moment we walk out the door, it's like we were never there.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yay, corporals. That's me. I was a corporal.
Yeah. Well, so was I.
So.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
You guys are so amazing, though. Y'all are so amazing. I keep saying you guys because it's all guys on here, but the family here, my family in the comic book community, y'all are so amazing. Kyle, I don't see your pretty face on here, but Kyle, you're amazing too. And I don't know if you guys hear it enough.
I actually play Kyle cribbage quite a bit.
Yeah.
Get Dale into it too, but he hasn't worked it out yet.
Did he beat you? Did he beat you this week?
Did he beat me this week?
I'm waiting for an invite.
I don't think he's beat me.
I mean, I know my mum passed away of cancer. You know, Zoe's mum passed away of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard, but when you get good news, man, please just punch for you. Like you've beaten that. I can't be more chilled for you, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, kidney patients are pretty much more or less in the same position.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had it when I was 9. I wasn't diagnosed until 1999. Funny enough, a lot of 9s in that. And I had my transplant in 2012, but it's not a cure. You know, it's just prolonging life.
It's a Band-Aid. It's a
Yeah,
Band-Aid.
it's basically, it's a Band-Aid. And some people live long lives and they carry on as normal. But the threat of them, when you still go and see the doctor every 3 months, is like, you know, your creatinine level. Your creatinine level. That's all you think about, you know, is like, is it low? Is it low? Is it low? And you go now, and you go, your creatinine level is 150. You know what I mean? Thank God for that, because people don't know there's 5 stages. If you don't know what kidney diseases are, they are 5. It's called the silent killer because people can have really bad kidney disease and not really know they got it until it's end stage. And when you got it, okay, especially on stage, I can't remember which way round it is. I said this either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So forgive me, I can't remember. But obviously, I'm still on end stage dialysis. You know, so I'm still. If my kidneys fail today, my donor kidney, I'll be straight away on renal dialysis with a fistula, waiting for hemodialysis. And when people have this, as you said, there's lots of things that can be related to it, you know, and obviously you can get diabetes, you can get all sorts of stuff, you know, lose your sight, lose your legs, whatever. And this is where you've got to be careful with kidney disease above. The higher the creatinine level, the deterioration your kidneys are functioning. And so I'm waiting for that low number between 200 low. You know, 1,000 is your kidneys have completely failed. That's it. And that's where I was at. And so now I've got it done. I'm thinking 150, 150, 150. That's all I get in my head. 150, 150. You know. So it's on the same sort of level, like waiting for that doctor. You know, your specialist to go, what number is it? You know, it's kind of anxious, you know, and that's what it feels like.
I've seen their trials and tribulations over the last, number of years here. And I've seen how much you've struggled with this. And it's, I commend you for having the tolerance to put up with it, because you've been in pain so much.
Oh, I've been in pain. I woke up in a recovery room, and I can remember it right now. And I said, I'm in agony. And he goes, actually, the recovery nurse said, we've been pulled around, been pushed out, taken some out, put something in, you know. I said, no, this is something different. And every time I walk, it's like being punched in the stomach, every stride.
Oh.
Every stride. I've had that now for 12 years. And it's not nice. I won't wish it on anybody, but people have different things. They know what it is. It's the kidney, where the kidney sac is in your stomach. It's tied in so tight. There's no room to move.
So it's essentially pulling.
Yeah.
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 That's what took my grandma Andrews. Was her kidneys just decided to start shutting down in the end. And
So if they had diagnosed that earlier, she might have had that for a long time, you know, because you can still be healthy right up to the last second. And that's why I can't even pronounce my name, the disease I have. It's called IgAN. In fact, it's called when I was at work, I said, what's IgAN? I said, look, I can't pronounce it. I goes, you can give me £1 million, I can't even pronounce the bloody thing.
And you don't want to learn it either. You don't want to know.
It's not that. I'm interested. You know, I'm interested. That it's not about having a worst case diagnostics or stuff like that. It's just basically information that I want to learn. And what it's the fun name of it, it's actually called Berger's disease. So
you got burgers.
Yeah. So at work, I said it is the guy with McDonald's disease.
Well, now you got the McDonald's, but it's better. And again, I'm not dogging anyone who has it, but it's better to have burgers than Asperger's.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if you had a choice between burgers and buggerers, well,
buggerers,
buggerers disease would be way worse.
Buggerers, and love to you, Arch. I'm sorry to see
get you the thing and see if you can. I'm going to put this in the chat. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste it. It's going to be easier than me trying to write it because I can't remember.
Yeah, that's like the thing I'm allergic to. I have one real allergy, and it's a preservative they put on like vegetables and things like that. And the first part of it is hydro because it's water based, but it's like hydrodifenyffuran bibble snibble. You know, it's just I don't even tell people I'm allergic to it, you know, when I go to the doctor, because it's like, I just have a reaction to it, and it's your basic thing that they put on, they spray on lettuce heads. So.
I'm allergic to buggery. Don't like it.
Immunoglobulin A nephropathy.
Close.
Well, much better just to say burgers.
Okay.
Yeah,
is it? I'm not seeing it in the comments yet. Okay.
I'll skip it right out quicker than I would. My thing's gone slow for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of like the brain cancer acronym, the pediatric brain cancer acronym we were doing this weekend, because I know the B in it is blastoma, but it was like IGBF or IBGT or something like that. And I'm just trying to get out of my head, because for 24 hours I was staring at the face of this young girl up in the top corner who we knew we lost 5 years ago. You know, immunoglobulin A neuropathy, nephropathy. Okay.
I can't even say it. I can't even say it. I've had it for like what, 40 years.
Nephropathy.
Like 41 years. I'm like 41 years.
Immunoglobulin A nephropathy. So.
Nephropathy. They don't say it like you do. They say it. Even the American doctors don't say it like that.
Since you've got control of this issue, then you must be a burger master.
Burgermeister.
Do you know what? Like, I used to get called
the Burgermeister.
They'd say, Dale, do you want a kidney pie with your chips?
Oh,
they said, they would go. My friends would go, Dale, do you want a kidney pie with chips? Or
Oh, that's
Get
awful.
me right.
But you can't. I mean, there's no point doing it because you're not
Dale,
understanding about it.
Dale, you got a new nickname, buddy. You are
Um,
you are our Burgermeister Meisterburger.
All right, okay, that's
Our,
cool.
our own little burger baron.
Yeah, Burger Baron, that'd be a good one. But yeah, it's you either laugh at it or it defeats you. It's as simple as that.
Exactly.
And I'm not letting it rule me. I never have let it rule me. Not a chance. I wasn't even allowed to ride a bike or anything like that. So what did I do? I rode a bike. I went to karate. I went into the Air Cadets. I want to go into the Air Force.
Yeah. I want to do backflips out of airplanes. I can't do
You know,
that
I
anymore.
wanted to do do you know what? Right, I went on a proper parachute course, yeah, and we was only so many selected to do it, and of course we was all sat there, and I was doing really well in the course, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to jump out of an Hercules, I'm going to jump out of an Hercules, and did this course about 6 weeks, and we sat there with our kit on, ready to go, and one of my friends said, "Oh, Crane can't go, he's got back injuries." All right, and they said, "Have you?" I went, "No," and of course they wouldn't let me go. They took me off the course on the day of the jump.
That's a shame. That's a shame. Hey, Skip, here's one that'll give you a tickle. When they first detected my 4-centimeter tumor in my bladder with that cystoscopy, the misery of a cystoscopy, worse than any
I
cancer.
know it well, believe me.
Oh. But the doctor's rooting around in me with that camera, and he's showing me the images up on his screen, and I'm like, "Hey, you gonna snap pictures of that?" And he goes, "Yeah, we got to put them in the file." And I said, "Well, would you take pictures of that and give them to me, print them off for me, so I can show people my pretty petunia that's trying to kill me?" And upstairs, I keep original photographs of my.
You actually got a copy. Oh my
I actually
Lord.
got it, and he thought it was funny because I'm cracking jokes about it. I'm like, hey, here's the flower that's trying to kill me. Yeah, I crack jokes with it. I make people cringe because you want to make someone cringe. Describe a cystoscopy.
What gets me about that procedure is the nurse. There you are with your feet up in the stirrups, and all the nurses and the doctors running by with you all hanging out, freaking like it's nothing.
That's when you're like that, innit? You're like that.
Okay.
Here's my thing. Look at me.
Yeah. God, I was glad I was out cold for the surgery.
But my 2 procedures, I mean, they are brutally uncomfortable when you describe them because, if you describe a cystoscopy to someone who's never had it, you can just watch them cringe back. And then the seeding I had for my brachytherapy for my prostate cancer, what that is there's no subtle way to put it. They had to shove a large needle in my taint, that little skin flap area in between my buttocks and my butthole. And they had to stick a needle in there, which is big enough that they could push a probe out from inside of it with the radiation seed, put it on the cancer, and then withdraw it again because they can't leave it inside of you. And I had to have 2 of those hours-long surgeries. And it's like, talk about making men cringe. Talk about doing those things to you.
Yeah, I think what cringed me the most was being stuck with that colostomy bag freaking tucked away in the house and having a freaking nurse. I had a nurse that actually came to the house. In fact, I'm still using the hospital bed now. They actually put a hospital bed in. They put I got a TV set. It feels like I'm in a hospital. It actually looks like a hospital room. And sure enough, they come back and they do their thing and freaking man, oh man, it's not pleasant. Anyway,
when the worst thing happened, well, it wouldn't be the worst thing. There was lots of things. Anyway, the worst procedure I had was 2 things. One, when I had because I had nothing on me, I had nothing sticking out of me or anything. And if I was younger, it probably wouldn't make any difference today. What ruined my confidence big time is when I had my prenatal dialysis tube in.
Oh yeah.
That really hit home for me when I had this tube sticking out of me, and I couldn't make sense of it, you know. When I was asleep, obviously, I had this in for about 6 weeks, and I went home, and of course you're used to everybody there, aren't you? Looking after you, making sure everything's clean and everything, because everything's got to be sterile. You know, it's like you go home, and the top came off of my tube, and of course it's like vacuum. So it's like, imagine getting a bottle and then sucking it, and all your body just goes, and that's what's happened to you. Your whole body is losing fluid and vacuum. So you're holding the top of the tube like this, yeah, the best you can. Of course, I can't drive. I'm ringing around to find somebody to take me at the hospital, you know, right, as you do at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Because you can feel this wet patch. You think, well, I was wet yourself or something, but no, your top's come off, and your own inners fluid is coming out, right? And you're slowly being bent in half by your own body like this. And but I'm holding this like this. Of course, I'm like this, trying to ring a taxi, you know, at the same time, trying to get dressed. And obviously nobody would answer. That's one of the painful experiences I had, was that.
Goodness.
But the next one was what they call the plasma exchange. And you have to lay flat on your back. I don't know if anybody had a plasma exchange here, but it's basically 3 tubes that go in, right, in your neck, and it goes across your neck, okay, and it goes down to your heart and around to your kidney where they put the fluid, whatever they do. And they do this while you're awake. And you get tugged and pulled and prodded, and you got to lay there like this. And the doctor, the obviously surgeon's going, "You okay? You okay?" You're just like, please, bloody get on with it, will you? But you can't talk. And you okay? You okay? You're like, you told me not to say anything or do anything. So you're like that for an hour, maybe an hour and a bit, I don't know, maybe less. But you are whole, you can feel everything being ripped inside. Oh, it's like putting skin off a chicken.
You know, any wonder that we try to focus on our hobbies.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
man,
Anybody got any coins or any fun things? Come here, puppy. You want to be on TV?
I'll tell you. So after I had my plasma exchange, obviously they had to take it out. Now that was interesting. That was an interesting sensation because they just pull it. Okay. Of course, you're stitched up. They take the stitches off, but the lad, he was new, and we got on really, really well with this guy. And he we used to play games, you know. He used to play on his go play my game. But anyway, he goes, "I'm going to take your stitches out. I'm going to be your first person to do this." Of course, he unwraps a little plastic scalpel thing they use these days. He goes, "You ready?" I went, "Yeah, go on then." I went, "Wah!" like this. And he goes, "You're either mad or stupid." I goes, "You'd have a steady hand for the rest of your life, wouldn't you?" Right next to a bloody your jugular, like. But yeah, but when they go, man, it is the most weirdest sensation in your life. You probably had lots, and people had lots of procedures. Now I feel sorry for people who's had some cesareans, because obviously they're stitched across and they're pulled one thing that's painful. I feel sorry for every pregnant woman in the world who has a C-section. So yeah, it is weird. I can't even describe it.
Hey
It's
guys,
like,
you know, we don't have to express ourselves too much when it comes to women, because what they go through, especially with childbirth, none of us would survive.
nothing like it. I can't even. I can describe it, but I couldn't imagine it. And hats off to you guys, I tell you, you ladies.
Yeah. I'm a big baby. I couldn't handle childbirth. I've had some rough ones.
Yeah, no kidding. Just
No,
because I look like I'm about 19 months pregnant doesn't freaking mean I could handle it.
I have heard passing a properly large size kidney stone is also an experience that is very similar or incredibly painful at minimum, but painful on a similar level, I was told.
Well, a kidney stone, depending on the size and what it is. You've seen Superman, haven't you? When he goes down in his crystal, his meteorite. Or you get kidney stones called calcium stones like that, and they're spiky. They can be up to like an inch. I've
just been told they're nothing to mess about, and if it comes to anything that comes close for a man, male, that it's those things.
Yeah, but I would still say childbirth is probably right up there. There's 3 types of pain that I wouldn't like to go through, and that is childbirth, and this is in order, by the way: childbirth, kidney stones, and toothache.
But I'll have to throw in this for the childbirth, though. There is the odd lady who just seems to be genetically dispositioned to childbirth, and they just go smooth as silk. There are the odd story of a gal who just this was like nothing. And when it comes to a kidney stone, there ain't no stories like that.
That would be my Tracy. She actually made the women in the maternity ward cry because she went in, she had the babies, and an hour later we were out of the hospital.
We have things to do.
And the killer, she got her figure back right away. No belly. Like, it was just nuts.
My sister is like, she was like probably a size 0. Then she had a second kid, and she had steroid problems. And then she had Kirsty. She went down a little bit, but she blew back up a bit. Mm-hmm. And but yeah, she hasn't recovered from there. But she went down to a size, just like your Trace on the first child. She was 9 months pregnant, and you'd say, "You're not pregnant," no, you're not. And she was flat. She was literally flat.
Were they concerned about the baby development size at all, or was it just seems to be fine?
Everything was fine. She would walk round and she's like, "Wow, you are not 9 months pregnant." Didn't look like her belly was like, I swear, she's like this anyway, and her belly. Where'd you put? Where's your baby? I say, right, until you have it, then you can prove it.
Yeah. Actually, my first child was the easiest because they wouldn't allow men into the delivery room, so we sat in the men's waiting room, smoking our cigarettes in the hospital, relaxing. Yeah, of course, I just dated myself there, but yeah, it was a little different. So, guys, I'm gonna have to give us 5 minutes here, and then I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot off now. Oh, look, garlic chicken. Lovely.
Garlic chicken actually looks good.
Did you bring enough for everyone?
I did, and I'm telling you, if I could share my food and my love around the world, what better folks to share it with?
Thank you, you too, man. You too.
You know what we'd all do? We'd all say, "All right, here's our portion. Now let's give out the rest to charity and things." So, I love being surrounded by good people. I brag about you guys all the time.
I showed Lauren your younger picture today. She said, "Oh, who's that?"
Yeah.
Well, just remember, even the best people can make little mistakes now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be all those kids.
So what picture, Dale?
Your young Marine picture.
Oh, okay.
I goes, "Who's that?" And she says, I goes, "Oh, he's all right, isn't he?"
Yeah, I was spent back then, so yeah, there's 4 of them on there. That's the 4 stages of my Marine tour, and all 4 of my guys is. So my pretty gear.
you and I haven't seen a younger picture of Darren, but you and Skipper were strapping young lads.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that youngster.
Yeah. Very strapping young lads
Hard
indeed.
to believe that's over half a century ago now.
Oh, good Lord.
Actually, I don't know if I've got a picture of me, to be honest, when I was younger. Now, I was 15 at the time of this picture, and you won't believe.
Can you see me in that picture?
You have to pick yourself up. You're on the bottom right, aren't you? Or bottom left of you, I think. Where your fingers are.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That's Fort Benning, Georgia.
Jump
US
school?
They sent us down to that bloody U.S. Ranger school. I did not appreciate it.
Did you a jumper there, Skip?
I took the jump course, and my first jump, I broke my foot. I am so pissed.
Goodness.
I never got my wings.
Oh.
I was pissed I got my wings, but for a whole different reason. Because, you know, the proper way to do it, the proper way to get the little silver wings was you had to go to jump school and stuff. Well, when the Gulf War started, they made some stipulations. I took a 4.5-hour class. They pushed us out of a static line out of the back of a CH-46 Echo. And there's the pinholes from where I got pinned 30 years later when they pinned it in me. But I don't acknowledge them. I don't wear them because it was a token thing. I got them for a 4.5-hour class. I didn't get them for going to jump school. But they had to meet a quota and do all that stuff. And they're like, well, you got the proper training. You know this. We're going to static line you out the back of this CH-46 on a beach. And that's that. Come on, puppy. So
I'll tell you what, with you two, with your younger pictures, we're going to play Blind Date with Lauren.
all right, well, there you go. Hey, can you pull those up on a phone and give everybody a laugh on here what I look like as a youngin'? Come here, kid.
Well, there you go. I have no pretty pictures of myself whatsoever to fall back on. I've always been ugly.
Come on. Come on.
You got to go with your strengths.
See, that's when I got married to Tracy.
Oh, right.
Look at that handsome young lad.
Yep. And it certainly was.
Why am I big?
Thought you were going to show us something.
No, I was asking Dale if he could show it. Because
Yes,
I can't. I'm on my phone.
Oh, there it is. Look at
That's
that.
me in 1988. And then scroll to the side and you can see me in my fatigues and all that stuff.
Oh, you had one of the newfangled helmets.
Mm-hmm. And then
The other ones I don't think I'll be able to show because it's going to reflect off.
it's going to be what? Oh, that's me outside of North Korea. Just outside of North Korea. The hill in the backdrop is North Korea.
Oh, wow.
Then a funny thing about that last story, and you quoted Forrest Gump earlier, I was laughing because, you know, we've all seen Forrest Gump. And the scene, because they shot that in the Philippines, and they did all the jungle shooting and the old bases down there in PI.
Yeah.
And look at that youngster.
I'm the one right in the middle behind the warrant officer there.
There you go. But with Forrest Gump, they shot that at they shot parts of that at the Marine base down there.
Yeah.
And where I am in that picture is outside the fence line. But inside the fence line, they have a jungle survival school and a training thing. And we built a hemp rope bridge to cross this fast running creek for monsoon season. And they last about 3 to 5 years, and then they have to be rebuilt. And, you know, every 3 to 5 years,
You built them with the 1-inch manila and with the what was it? It was a 1/2-inch nylon rope.
Yeah, just a big old thing.
Yeah.
Big old chunky things. And what they are is like one is a hip rope where you can slide across with your hip, and that tends to bob right at water level. And then the bottom one, it actually runs along the base so you don't sink in the mud.
Oh, so you were doing the 2 rope, whereas we did the 3.
Yeah. And we did a 2 rope thing there. And at this survival course, and I'd seen Forrest Gump and laughed about it, because when he talks about when the monsoon starts, he says it was nice and sunny, and then one day it just started to rain.
Right.
Raining. It was stinging rain. And the scene where he goes, and sometimes it rains upward where they're going across the water. When I finally got that on DVD and was listening to the commentary of that, he's like, we were at this base in the Philippines being trained by Marines at this time. And I'm like, I built the rope bridge he's walking across right there.
Oh, cool.
Me and my 16-man unit built the rope bridge that he was walking across. Now, he was there about 1.5 years after filming that than I was there. But I knew that was the rope bridge I built, because he's walking and you can't see, but he's trying to be casual about it when he's holding his hand up because the water's coming up. But he's got the one rope on his hip trying to keep him balanced while they're shooting at. And they talk about that in the commentary. And I was like, oh, something I did in Forrest Gump, even though you can't see it. You know, but yeah, that last picture, that's where I was when it happened.
Forrest Gump, Rambo. Forrest Gump, Rambo.
That's true. Yeah, First Blood. Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Yeah,
right,
I got to be a police officer.
And the only skills I've got would have put me in Good Morning Vietnam.
There you go.
Oh yeah, you kind of look like Robin Williams doing it.
Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah,
I got a T-shirt of that.
That's the only skills I got is broadcasting.
You talked about feeling old. I went in 1988, and even to this day, when I talk about, like, if I say combat Marine, a lot of people's first word is 56. A lot of people's first thing when I say I was a combat Marine, they say, "Oh, were you in Vietnam?" Like, no, Vietnam ended when I was like 6. Vietnam ended when I was 6. No, I wasn't in Vietnam.
Sorry, brother, that was my generation. Before. Gosh.
But I have had gray hair here for almost 20 years now, so because they put rough years on me. So
much love to every single one of you.
Thank you it is that time. We've gone over.
We've got to go. I'm going to sleep soon because I just have my.
Yeah, I have to get going. Well, we've done 3 hours today, so that's pretty tough.
That's awesome.
I'm glad you did, because I woke up from my nap and I saw you guys were on here, and I could not wait to jump on and share my news and
awesome.
do
thank you for sharing, guys.
Beating that terrible, disgusting disease is amazing.
Well,
yeah, that made my day. That's wonderful.
It's because I had good healing love coming from all around the world, and I had to get on here and go, I love you guys, and I will be a lot more spry when I make my appearances coming out now. So
even Lauren's pleased for you, Kyle.
What's that?
Even Lauren said they're being pleased for you.
Well, there you go.
And thanks to everybody in chat for showing up. John Jacobs.
Darren. Thank you, Darren.
I didn't even have a particular reason to come on today except for to share with friends and to get some obvious great news. Great news will always lift a guy.
Thank you, Darren.
Alberta.
All right.
Anyway, much love to every single one of you. I'm going to sign off now, and I will see you all tomorrow. Hopefully on Battle Chat, if I can get it going. Guys. Remember, Battle Chat tomorrow, hopefully, if I can get it going. If not, the coin thing. And I got to change the layout of the thumbnail thing, and we'll sort that out again. So Skip,
thanks, John.
Please check read the script bit in there so you understand it, because
that's right. We'll see you guys tomorrow on Dale's channel.
Yay.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. My channel. It's been a while.
Yeah, and then we need good news from Dale coming on his.